what happened was this is a copy of like one of the books of like my granddad's that would like commentary that he wrote in it and of like all of these pieces that he wrote when he was wrongfully imprisoned. And so my uncle had a copy of this and I was flicking through it, and so he like packaged it up for me so I could take it home, and he was like, I'll just get another copy when I see my mom. I was like, oh, thanks. And so it was just like a little note that he attached.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's incredible.
Where was he wrongfully imprisoned? I actually don't know about this.
A place called Cooper Jail in the Sudan.
Wow.
And he was there for 6 months and 8 days. And he was wrongfully imprisoned because there was a governmental coup that went on, and his cousin was involved. They thought that he was involved as well. Total coinkydink. Yeah. Nothing else going.
Now that's a freaking comedy of errors.
Yeah.
That ever happened to you?
So that happened.
Record scratch, freeze frame.
He's getting out of prison like, well, that was a kooky misunderstanding.
Hey, what's up? My name's Ibrahim. You're probably thinking, how did I get in this situation?
A guard comes and just beats him from behind.
Well, the story's kind of long.
It's just him just getting...
And you're watching Disney Channel.
The guard with the baton is like...
The baton has sparkles.
I don't think even that's what's the word for it? Is it a...
It's like a nightstick.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That's so good.
Did you ever want to be that kid growing up with the freaking wand?
That would have been so cool.
That would have been so cool.
I wanted to like, what did I want to do? My biggest dream was to be in the Lord of the Rings when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
But that's the thing is the problem was I was watching the movies, so they were already done.
Oh.
So like, cause I watched like the extended, I had like the disc set, like the
you do.
edition,
I do too.
damn right.
Yeah.
And the extras like of them behind the scenes, I'm like, they're all best friends and it's so fun, and they get to dress up as hobbits and shit, and it's like
the special features are what made those box sets, because they were as long as the movies.
Oh my god, yeah.
All of the special features combined for each one was like as long, and it was like they would show you how integrated and how enthusiastic all of the props designers were.
Yes.
Even the people that just made chainmail. There were literally guys that wore off their fingerprints.
Wait, chainmail like from the
truly...
90s?
Chainmail?
What?
Do you remember like you'd get an email?
Oh, like email. Oh. They're like, we got to send chainmail. That's how they got people to work for Lord of the Rings. They're like, come work for the Lord of the Rings or we're going to kill your family. And they're like, fine, we'll make it the best movie ever. Like, they're like crying, making it.
That's why they were all so enthusiastic on those extra sets. They would have died.
It is a pretty gnarly thing that they also wore off their fingerprints doing that.
Oh my god, that is crazy.
Because they really did, but they were like, this is an amazing experience. I wouldn't change it for anything.
Yeah.
We have a life in crime now. It's all good.
Yeah.
I watched those movies for the first time with Lucas.
Well, you saw the first one. You only saw the first one.
Oh, right. Oh,
wow.
There's more.
Don't gaslight me into thinking you're... Cool.
Wait, did I tell you what?
Cool?
Did I tell you what Gabby said when she was done watching it?
What?
I was like, "Okay, Gabby, what'd you think?" And she was like, "Okay, I understand that there's Frodo and there's Bilbo and there's Gandalf, and I think they're all related."
Why do they have such fucking weird names if they're not all related?
Okay, kind of racist.
That is extremely racist. You heard it here first. Gabby Jordan Brown hates hobbits.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, we knew this.
And wizards, apparently.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And wizards and warlocks.
What do you have against witches? Do you have something against witch talk?
Like witch TikTok? Is that still going strong?
Oh, of course.
Is it? Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are you on TikTok, Kevin?
Sparingly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Because it's one of the, if I'm on it, I'll drain an hour.
Yeah.
Like, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
What are your TikTok interests?
Comedy.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Comedy mostly. Yeah, I don't have any like cool niche ones. It's like comedy and like music. I get a lot of singer-songwriters.
Oh.
That's what I do get a lot of. So people like writing original music, usually, beautiful ladies dancing sometimes, which I'm not proud of, but TikTok's like, I mean, come on.
TikTok's like, well, you wrote this
And
algorithm
I'm like,
for
oh,
yourself.
God, yeah.
I don't want to
fine.
know what your Explorer page is like. What's going on in that little sick little brain?
It's disgusting. No, it's just a cesspool. No, it's like it's actually so funny because I don't get the dancing women a lot, but if I'm like on it long enough, it's like, I mean, you're probably horny now, right? Like,
Yeah, it's been 30 minutes.
you know,
You must be horny
here.
by now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, "Stay on, come on."
They'll really throw anything at the wall for you to stay on.
Wait, what
Yeah.
did I miss?
Oh, and
Sorry.
I get a lot of pet stuff too.
Oh.
Cats.
Oh,
and
on
dogs.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
talking.
okay.
We're talking
Yeah.
about
I
the
feel like I'm so
algorithm.
basic on TikTok. So I said singer-songwriters, comedy, pets, and then the occasional dancing lady. Who's
Okay. Can I tell you what I also get? People extracting earwax.
Hot. Ooh,
Oh,
not for
yeah.
me, dude.
I love those.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so satisfying when they get out a nice big chunk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lucas is going to be wearing both of our skins by the end of this episode.
Yeah, I'm.
Hey, look down. Your skin is not there.
Look under your seats. It's your skin. That's,
I like extracting skin videos. That's what I like. I'm gonna put this
extracting
into a
with-
little scarf.
Okay, Hannibal.
Oh,
Okay.
Gabby, you're a big skinhead. You're a big.
Watch me
That
just
was
be
so
like,
perfect.
yes, I am a skinhead, and that clip's gonna go viral.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Honestly, you just gotta say something provocative to make a
Oh, yeah.
viral clip.
I think I met some skinheads once
Did you?
at my aunt's wedding, I think.
What the fuck?
Is this well, either side of your family
Yeah.
is the worst place to be.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, is it?
No,
like,
it was
which
my
is
dad's
worse?
side of the family, Jews. Yeah,
Yeah, just the Jewish side, okay.
But yeah, what's weird is that I think my mom knew, but they didn't know
That they were skinheads?
that they invited skinheads to their
Oh.
wedding. That's
Oh
what
my
I think
God.
happened.
I thought you were saying there was like an existential crisis. Like, wait, are we skinheads?
They didn't know
Hold
who they
on.
were.
Like, I feel a little racist sometimes, but
Oh
I
my
didn't know
God,
it was
am
like
I one
that.
of these people? Ugh.
Something about racism just calls to me. Like, that's what they're. What? I think that might be the answer.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like not allowing them into the country. It just feels right to say. What?
That's- yeah,
Why
that's-
does that feel good?
Ooh,
I
feels
definitely, I
cathartic.
met a skinhead once and didn't know he was a skinhead.
Oh, you
Actually, he was an
You just thought it was
ex-skinhead.
someone with a cool hairstyle.
Yeah, I was like, wait, damn, you're bald? Let me on your level. I was at like a conference thing for an old job, and they were doing like virtual reality exhibits, and there
Yeah.
was one about like what it's like to like be an ex-white supremacist.
Oh yeah.
And so this guy I know is like, hey, let me introduce you to the producer of this project. You think producer, like, artsy guy or whatever.
Yeah.
So I go and I meet this guy. I'm like, so how'd you get into this? How'd you get into producing this piece? And he was like, well, I used to design websites for skinheads. And I was so stupid that I was like, but he couldn't possibly have been one of them. So I was like, wow, so you're into web design.
Oh my god.
He was like, yeah, it's really interesting. Like you can always tell when a person's gonna start becoming a skinhead based on like what their interests are.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, like a lot of Dave Matthews Band. Like I was joking with him, and the whole time my friend is next to me, and she's like, she knew, and I didn't fucking know. And he was like, yeah, and I had all these weird interests, and then when I got out of it, I talked to my therapist about it. And the irony is my therapist was Jewish. And so I said to her, I used to want you dead.
Oh my god. Oh,
I love a
my
meet
God.
cute.
And that's
then,
when
yeah,
it hit me. I
yeah.
was like, oh, this guy is fucking
And that was
skinhead.
the beginning of the rest of our lives.
And then now we're married. It's really beautiful.
Isn't it? Then you just hear Alanis Morissette's "Isn't It Ironic?"
Isn't it ironic? It's like skinheads at a Jewish wedding. Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's wild. Do you
Yeah.
think they don't like the term skinhead? You think they're like we're Nazis? Like they're like
Yeah, it's possible.
We
Actually,
are persons of baldness. We are
I was gonna say people of skin.
people of skin.
people of skin.
POS, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet any skinheads at McDonald's?
Oh God. No. I mean, not that I know of.
Not that, yeah, it's
But
possible.
it was like rural New Jersey, so I mean, probably.
Probably,
Okay,
yeah.
Definitely
yeah.
some people with some beliefs.
Yeah.
I'd bet.
some people with some convictions.
Yeah.
It's good to stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Can we just? I think it's an appropriate time to welcome our guest and to introduce people and say welcome to Nosy Meerkats podcast.
Second episode back after the hiatus.
Hell yeah!
go.
And we have a fantastic guest. He is a co-host of Friend Island, Mike and Show. He's a fantastic comedian. A round of applause for Kevin Mulharin.
Hey!
Thank you. That was very nice.
Yes,
Sorry.
beautiful.
Well, that's a good way to follow it up. So now I see
That
what
was
you
so
think of me.
disrespectful.
That's the end of the pod. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Thanks, Kevin. Get out of here.
That's all that guy has to say is
Yeah.
stuff that makes me burp.
You were telling us a little bit about working at McDonald's. From what age to what age did you work at McDonald's?
I started working there. Oh my god, how old was I? I was 17, and then I worked there through like my freshman year of college and like sophomore year. So like when I would come home,
Okay.
and so it was like 3 years all in all, basically. And it was a ride. It's a ride working there.
Was it your first ever job?
Yeah. Well, no, because I had a job where I got a job as a busboy at this restaurant that my friend worked at, and I worked there 2 times, and then they burned it down for the insurance money. At least that's what people said in town, because it's like
okay.
the 3rd time that place is burned down.
Oh, shit.
So, and when I was working there, it was dead.
Wait.
So there was
my
no way they were making money.
Okay. Because I was going to say, I was like, no, burning something down for the insurance money sounds like the real reason. I was like, as real a reason can get. But then
Yeah.
you said people, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were thinking it was a conspiracy theory? Like, that's what people say. The truth is, it burned down of natural causes.
It was kind of like that moment in Anchorman 2 where Will Ferrell, like, he tries to hang himself and someone comes in and says, why'd you do that? And he's like, because I'm depressed. and the guy is like, you sound sarcastic, but I believe you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, no, that sounds like a reason you would burn down a place of employment.
Yeah. No, but it was, so that was my first job. And I worked there for 2 days. And then I got a job.
Before it burned down.
Before it burned down.
Yeah.
Suspicious. And then I got a job at McDonald's for a little bit, or for a long time. And it was, I did everything in that store, man. I got so good at it.
Yeah?
Because, I don't know, you're just there for a while and it's easy, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Is it all frozen? Like, how does it work?
yeah, it's all,
Yeah.
it's all frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you imagining like an Italian nonno just like tenderizing the meat, just like
back.
Is it all frozen, or is there
Look,
one
I wasn't
woman
going
they
to talk
trap in the
about
back?
Maria, but
yeah.
Oh, yeah, but now that you're here. Yeah. The nougat.
oh, me chicken. Yeah. Oi. Oh, it's just like my mama used to make.
They make chicken tender.
That's how the fries must get so good.
This is my grandfather's recipe for a McRib.
Yeah.
Me carib.
But you can only have it 2 months out of the year because the meat it doesn't work.
It's seasonal, very simple, very simple.
The meat is in season. Cows are only around 2 months a year.
Yeah.
What is a McRib? Is it cows or is it pigs?
That's a good. I don't
Or-
actually know. I've never had a
Kevin's like,
McRib.
it's
I've
nothing.
never had a McRib.
It's fake.
I've never had one either, actually. I don't think they even had it when I worked there. Anytime that I worked there. I don't know if it
Really?
was like
It's
season.
super seasonal.
It's super
Oh,
seasonal.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know
okay.
that. But I'd worked there, a while, but I never saw a McRib.
Did you see the Shamrock Shake?
Yeah. I remember one time these 2 girls, it was like a bad snowstorm. And these
Bring the
2
mic just a little closer to you. Just pull it up.
Yeah.
And then kiss
Ooh.
it sensually.
Don't neglect the balls. Don't neglect the balls.
Yeah. So these 2 girls, they they were so sexy. All right, no.
Oh God.
Everything just turns into me like bringing it back to like being horny. All right,
Yeah.
so
It's going to be a horny episode.
Oh
all right,
yeah.
so-
I
I
feel
hope
it.
the listeners are ready.
oof. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Mom, stop
Sit
listening.
tight.
No,
and
but
start watching.
these 2 girls showed up in a snowstorm and like we're like, hey, we crashed our car
Oh
like
my.
into a snowbank. It was like fine, but they're like, to get here, can we have Shamrock Shakes? We were like, oh, the machine's broken.
Oh.
Oh my God.
My-
How often did the machine break?
All the time.
Oh my
Okay.
was the
Was it
best.
ever mended?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, the thing would have been to just get a new one, but they just kept fixing it, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the
Okay.
ice cream was like not cold enough. So like, did you ever see that they used to do chocolate dipped
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
ice cream? you have to literally turn it upside down and do that, and it would just fall off and go into the because it wasn't cold enough, so it wasn't hard enough. So anytime the ice cream machine was broken, it was a good day for us.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We were very happy to tell people, it's broken.
Do you think it's possible that the ice cream machine being broken is like a little bit of like guerrilla advertising, sort of similar to how like Starbucks is like conspiracy theory that they get your name wrong so that you talk about it, and that it's like a common thing that people bond over is how often Starbucks gets your name wrong, but that just like it keeps Starbucks in your mind. Do you think that they do the same thing with McDonald's?
Yeah, and then it's like leaves them wanting more, you know?
Yeah.
First rule of comedy.
Edging them.
First rule of comedy, edging.
Edging,
yes.
yeah. That's how you get amped up for shows. That's what you do to an audience.
You edge them?
Yeah, you edge
You
them.
set up a joke and then you're like,
with lukewarm ice cream, yeah.
Yeah, just kidding. Actually, I'm going to talk about something else. They're like, oh, please, give me a punchline.
They're like begging, they're crying. You're making them cry. Oh, please.
I like soaking wet, please.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest bomb ever, right? Everyone's sobbing like, oh, I bet you're so good. If you just told me a joke, I want to hear it so bad.
I'm so close.
I'm so close.
Because I feel like when you do comedy for a while, it's like not the worst bomb you could have. The worst bomb you could have is like literally no one cares about you up there. I would honestly love if no one was laughing, but they all like wanted to so bad that they were crying.
Oh yeah, well that would be great.
I would love that so much.
Well, that happens a lot with
but
newer.
like tears of sadness,
that happens a lot
real
with what?
loss.
Yeah, with like newer comics, I feel like because like people like they'll have like a really funny thing. And then they'll be like, you guys didn't like that. And I'm like, no, just one more line. And we all were ready to laugh. Like, I was like on the edge of my seat. All you had to say was like one clarifying thing. And I would have been like, oh, fuck yeah, this is great.
Can I tell you one of the saddest things I saw was when I was in Edinburgh, I went to see this showcase style show where pretty much everyone was bad, except for the final guy, who actually was good. But he didn't believe that he was doing well. So after a while, he just got fed up with the audience because I don't think he was getting as big of laughs as he was expecting.
Yeah.
And so at one point, he just sat down on the stool and was like, all right, what do you guys want to talk about?
Damn.
And they were like, and we were trying to be like, no, you're doing well. He was like, I'm not feeling it. And so it was weird. It felt like he was fishing for compliments a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, now I'm mad at you.
Was
like
that
that you
Dave
just
Chappelle?
derailed the energy that you were doing well with. It
is annoying. Like, it's like, there's something to be said of like, sure, you should be present and acknowledge stuff. But at some point, like, if a show's not great, just doing your jokes, people will start to get on board if it's good. And like powering through and not letting like the mid reaction get to you. I feel like that's such a big
exactly.
Yeah.
Can I ask, what was your first experience doing stand-up? Where was it?
Oh, this isn't so no, so I started stand-up like I had a friend who like did stand-up in the city when I was in college. I went to school in Montclair State in Jersey, and we would take the train and he would like do bringer shows, which people don't know is like bring 6 people to get on stage. So and then I was like, that's when I was like, oh, people can just try to do stand-up. Oh, that's crazy. Because, like, you see specials, you're like, this is impossible. How do these people do this? But basically, so that friend, like, kind of got me going into comedy. And he, like, me and him lived near each other. So we set up, like, bar shows near where we lived. One of the bars that he set up a show at called him back and was like, hey, there's this woman's birthday party and they want comedians.
Oh, no.
And, and he was like, yeah, because they were going to pay us.
I'm sweating.
So my first stand-up set was an 85-year-old woman's birthday party at 2 p.m. on a Saturday.
Good.
At the Black River Barn in New Jersey. And I did 13 minutes.
No!
Yeah.
Did you even have 13 minutes?
I did it. I wrote stuff. I'll tell you.
How old are you?
22.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
21 or 22.
Did
22.
they love it?
No.
Oh.
No,
How many
honestly,
people?
so
how many people was it?
I'd say like 30 people. It was all like her family and stuff. There was like a table of like younger cousins that did like laugh a little more.
Okay.
But also all up front was just all like the aunts like being like
Oh.
smiling like you're cute and trying, like, you know.
Oh no.
Whatever. I diluted. I was like, that was so crazy and fun, and I made $100 for that.
Whoa.
Yeah, she paid us $100 each. Like, it was
Okay,
me and
I'm
my
sorry.
friend and
I'm
another
back on
guy.
thinking this was worth it.
This
Yeah,
is
oh,
super
easily.
worth
So
it.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is, and I was like, oh, this is how you do set. You just make $100 for talking for 10 minutes.
To talking to it. It's only
Kids, that's how it's done.
That's
And,
just try
yeah.
it once and you'll make $100.
yeah, and then you'll subsist on that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that young girl grew up to be Queen Elizabeth II. Feel old yet?
Oh my God,
Oh.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so that was my first one. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Wow.
And-
I'm speechless.
What are your
That
guys'
is-
firsts?
Oh, my first experience was I think it was a similar story. Like we took the same class different times, but I took a class at Caroline's Comedy School. And there was a show at the end of that. It was like our graduation show
Right.
at Caroline's, and that was my first time ever performing on stage.
I feel like that's a good way to do it.
That was really good. It was one of the
Taking
best
classes
decisions I
Because
ever
you
made.
actually like get to learn how to write a joke and
I-
like all that kind of
A
thing.
little bit. It was, I didn't take the class with the intention of like, I'm going to learn how to do stand up. It was like, I wanted a safe environment for me to experiment a little bit before I started doing open mics. Cause that
Right.
really scared me. Cause I
Yeah.
wanted to try stand up for the longest time, but I got to the point where I was courageous enough just to take a class. And that was my like stepping stone
Got
Yeah.
it.
into
Nice.
open mics.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, very controlled environment.
Yeah.
I've not been honest about my actual first time doing stand up.
What the
What?
fuck?
I've
Bombshell.
Been lying. I've been like, this is a bombshell. I'm dropping for the pod.
Yeah.
So the first time I actually did it was in 4th grade
Oh.
at my town.
Oh.
So you could say I've been doing
Y'all-
comedy
Y'all,
for.
y'all be
For 20 years.
y'all be doing homework. Oh, Mrs. A, what a bitch. Everyone's like,
Everyone threw eggs at her. It was great.
yeah, of course.
They be asking us to pull out calculators, am I right?
You think I was smart enough in 4th grade to pull out a calculator? I was doing stand up.
Yeah.
Wasn't very it was so here was one of my jokes. I remember
Okay.
it.
Oh,
This was-
yes.
and this
Oh
this
my
murdered.
God, I'm so
I'm
excited.
This
excited.
fucking murdered, dude.
I bet.
Okay.
So I said,
Brad
I
much.
hate it when I go to the orthodontist and you have to fill out all those forms. And they ask you questions like, are you pregnant? Are you nursing? I'm 10 years old. I'm not even married yet.
That's good.
Oh my god, that's so
really
funny.
good.
Murdered, dude.
That's incredible.
That's a great joke.
I'm not even married yet. You ever
That's
see
hila-
that though?
Oh my-
Like those kids who are like doing stand up at like 12.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like so good because you're a kid and you have the most unique perspective of any stand-up comedian of
Yeah.
all time.
Oh my
like,
God.
Can I tell you, I remember just as I was like starting to take that class, I was on YouTube and I saw this. I looked on YouTube. I found this kid who was like 14. He did like a 9-minute set, I think in Philly, and he crushed.
Was that?
And,
Yeah.
We might know the same. Was his name like Simon something?
Maybe
Curly hair.
not curly hair. He had
Oh,
he
then-
had short, straight hair. And he
Different
was
kid.
I forget his name, but he was really good.
yeah.
Because I took that Caroline's class when I basically like I started doing stand up in earnest, like going to mics all the time in 2019. But before that, I was doing like bringer shows at like you.
yep.
And I took the class when I was like in college, and I was on one of those Caroline's New Talent things that you get put on after you take a class. And I was like 19. I was like, okay, I'm ready to be like the young buck here.
Yeah.
And then a kid shows up and he's 14 years old.
Oh,
He absolutely murdered, and I went up after him and I fucking ate shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
How do you follow a 14-year-old? Oh my
You
god.
can't.
Hey, look at that dumb little idiot over there. Because also you weren't even old enough where the contrast would be that
no,
funny.
you're 19.
Yeah,
So
so
you're still like
'cause if you were-
kind of a kid.
yeah, if you're like
Yeah.
30 or 40 or something, then it would be hilarious to be like, that could be my kid or
But
something.
there's things
know,
you
could say
can't. Yeah,
something.
there's things you can't. Like 19 and 14 is still too much of an age gap. I couldn't have been like, yeah, I'm dating him. Like, I
no,
don't.
yeah.
I know
could've
he
been
looked really young.
Okay,
too.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah. No, that's not enough of an age gap.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, when I took that class, like day one of the class, there was a kid who was around like 14 or 15 who came into the room. He was like going to take the class with us. And I was like, oh shit, look at you.
There you go.
And then like 10 minutes in, he just walks out. And then he never came back to any of the other class times that we had.
I've done that in a workout
weird.
class. 15 minutes into one of those high intensity interval classes,
Yeah.
I'm like, absolutely the fuck
You're just
not.
someone's that kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, whatever
yeah.
happened to her?
Yeah.
Whatever happened
Someone
to that
on like
girl?
a fitness podcast is talking
Yeah.
about it right
We
now.
started making jokes. We were like, yeah, he went back to run the cartel. Like he was. We just made up that he was like this big drug kingpin that like.
Yeah, just wanted to like try
Yeah.
stand up.
Yeah.
Everyone
He
wants
just wanted to
try
show
stand-up.
face and then create intrigue. Just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
And that kid now is oh my god, what's his name? Gabriel Iglesias. Fluffy.
How I feel like though that would be so depressing to know that like there's like a drug kingpin who's like, I mean, I would love to try stand up though. Like I feel like everyone.
That's like the plot of Barry, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right.
Well, I remember I tweeted that I thought that it was weird that there's no serial killer documentary with someone saying, yeah, I used to see him at this open mic.
Yeah,
Because I feel
Not
like
yet. It's gonna happen.
Well, because I feel like
Yeah.
I've met so many, well, not so, but a good handful of people that I am convinced are going to be huge criminals one day, if
Yeah.
not already, and we're going to find out about later.
yeah, at least psychopaths.
Yeah,
if anything,
you see a lot of characters at open mics.
You really do.
Oh yeah.
It's
Well,
There is
we've got
someone
a
who
few
was
people in
fun.
mind, but I feel like we can't name them.
Oh yeah, no,
There's someone I can't name, but there is someone who I know for sure was involved with the mafia.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think I know who you're talking about.
We may know, but I'm not going to say name or any
We'll talk
identifying
about it. We'll
details.
talk about it off mic.
Yeah.
Off mic. Yeah. It was Chloe Grace Moretz,
Yes.
the actress who I hate.
You hate Chloe?
I do. I feel like Chloe Grace Moretz is one of those hot women who was like, I'll direct, I'll like be queer. It's like, shut up. Like you can't just do everything.
You can't be queer.
And you're you're mediocre. You're like she's like a mediocre actress. She was good in one movie, which was Kick-Ass.
I thought you were going to say Big Mama's House 2, because that
She
was
great
where...
in
that
Big
movie?
Mama's House.
Yeah, she was in Big Mama's House 2, and she crushed that role. She was a kid in that movie that Big Mama like looks
She's
after.
She's little Dada.
Yeah, little.
She's a little Dada. I'm just matching Mama. That's all. She's
Not the
Big
mama,
Mama,
but
little
the Dada.
Dada. Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that.
I'm gonna go out on a
Little
limb and say
Dada.
those Big Mama movies are actually incredible.
They're so good.
They're
I've
so
never
fun.
seen them.
Oh, they're great movies. They're amazing.
I remember
Yeah.
like a friend of my my sister's really young when one of her friends like died, and it was like such a sad day. I remember we watched Big Mama's House 2, and it was like the most cathartic. Like The Godfather could fucking never.
Yeah, The Godfather, not famously like a big, joyous, like lighthearted release of a movie.
Oh, my friend just died. I gotta watch The Godfather now.
Yeah, I really got to take the edge off.
Yeah, woo, need that.
Oh God.
You watched it. You watched The Godfather right after Big Mama. And you're like, why aren't there any Big Mamas in this movie?
What happened to the God Mama?
What's all these normal sized mamas?
Imagine you watch one Big Mama movie and you're like, and you think that's what all movies must include.
That's your
You're like, where's the Big Mamas? Where's Martin Lawrence?
What?
Oh my
Is that
god.
is that one of those movies where it's like he plays a bunch of different?
Yeah.
No.
Because I was
wait.
gonna say like why are there different actors for every role? That's
No,
ridiculous.
it's not the Nutty Professor.
What, they
It's
can't
not.
do it?
Yeah, all right.
You're not versatile? It's not Norbert?
By the way, can I just say, I think that Eddie Murphy deserved an Oscar for The Nutty Professor.
I haven't seen that
Well, I'm
movie
gonna-
either.
Yeah, go piss, girl. But like, you've not seen The Nutty Professor?
No.
Okay, he plays every member of his own family.
Yeah.
He plays his mom, he plays his dad, he plays his brother, and they're all distinct characters with repartee between them. He nails every single character.
Just the level of.
He's so talented.
I mean, yeah, he's one of the greatest comedic talents.
Do you know one of the craziest stories about him when he was a kid? Like, his parents saw a psychic, and the psychic told them, one of your kids is going to be a mega star. And so that's the reason that they enrolled both him and Charlie Murphy into like tap classes, singing lessons, everything to like prepare them for one day that one of them would be a giant star.
God? So what does Charlie Murphy do now?
Oh, he's dead.
Oh
He's
no!
dead.
Oh,
He did have a sort of latent career, like later on in his like 40s and 50s. Like
Okay.
Dave Chappelle had him on Chappelle's show, and was like,
so
he was
he
an
did.
amazing storyteller. He's a really funny dude.
Yeah. He just isn't Eddie.
He
but
wasn't
no
Eddie
one is
Murphy,
Eddie
no.
Murphy. Like,
But yeah, he was great though.
yeah.
It was great.
Charlie Murphy,
Eddie Murphy's
Oh.
brother.
Eddie Murphy's
Rip.
brother.
Were you guys waiting for me?
No,
No, we were chatting.
Wait, you don't have value.
Yeah, what?
We're not waiting for you.
We were talking about guy stuff while you were gone.
Like Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
Classic. Men love to talk about sports and Charlie Murphy.
That's facts.
That's facts, bro.
He's on my fantasy comedy star team.
Fantasy comedy.
Fantasy
comedy star.
Wait, talk about your fantasy lineup. If you were putting on like a showcase show and dead or alive, let's say you have 5 people you can put on. Who would you put on?
Ooh, that's so interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, but mine's gonna just be my personal taste. But that's
cool. No, that's exactly
I'm
what
saying
this
is
is,
not
yeah.
objectively people. Who
No.
people think
I
are
want
the
you to
greatest.
cater to my taste.
Yeah.
Mine.
Well, I'm
No,
not gonna
for
say
you,
like
yeah.
Carlin because that's
Yeah.
just not my taste. But he is
Okay.
one of the he's like the greatest or whatever. But
Yeah.
no, for me it's like I think Mulaney has to be on there.
Okay.
Oh man, who brings me the most joy?
Yeah.
Oh, who does it? Rory Scovel.
Yeah.
So
that's
good.
Just
So
You
good.
seen the improvised one?
Oh yeah.
So good.
Oh, it's gold. Rory Scovel. Who else?
Lucas Arnold.
Lucas Arnold, Gabby Jordan Brown.
Yeah. No, for
And-
real. For
I
real,
wasn't gonna
though.
whisper
Yeah,
it because
yeah,
I
yeah.
knew I would come up.
Yeah.
So those two. Oh, Hannibal Buress.
Oh, yeah.
easily.
Phenomenal.
Oh my God. Taylor Tomlinson, I think,
Yeah,
just because I
good,
just
yeah.
love her writing
Yep.
ability and just as a stand-up, she's so good. And then I want like a wild card. Who's like my wild card pick?
Gallagher.
Dane Cook. Did
Yeah.
you see the clip? No, that's a joke. But like, did you see the clip from his new special?
He has a
Dane
new
Cook's
special?
new special?
Yeah. Or I don't know if it's like brand new, but there's like a clip that someone shared on Twitter of him and
Oh.
like someone saying like the goat is back, but it's a joke about him having. He like literally he's like, yeah, my girlfriend's 23 years old and I was thinking, oh man, where were you all my life? And he's like, oh, she didn't exist for the first 26 years of it. And everyone laughs. I'm like, oh my God, dude. He's just trying to lean into it. Yeah. But it's very much a
Does the audience like laugh a lot?
yeah.
Or-
They're in his backyard, so I'm pretty
Oh
sure it's
my
a very
God.
pro
It's like his
Dane.
friends,
It's a
yeah.
pro
She's
Dane crowd.
probably right there.
Yeah.
It would be so impressive if he got only friends in his backyard and they were like, not cool, man.
Yeah.
Nah, this is
Ooh, imagine, he bombs.
Yeah.
For only his friends.
Hey, you can date her, but you can't talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're cool with this behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But you saying it on stage, ew.
Ew.
That's where we draw the line.
Yeah.
So not Dane Cook. My last one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Who? I'm trying to like. Oh, I have to. Nate Bargatze. It's not even a wild card
Bargatze,
kid.
okay.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
He's just so funny.
He's
dude.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. Who?
I'm,
Give me.
okay.
Give me
Who
two.
are your
I'm thinking.
lineups?
Okay. Bring back from the dead Bernie Mac.
Oh,
Bernie
nice.
Mac has
Yeah.
a place in my heart. He has a flamethrower quality about him. I think
Yeah.
he's so good.
Yeah. The clip, his Def Jam clip.
Oh
the
my God,
classic.
so-
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
what does he say? I ain't
scared of you motherfuckers.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah.
scared of you motherfuckers.
You've seen that set?
I haven't.
Oh, I'll show it to you afterwards.
just
It's
genius.
it's so good.
Because it's like Def Jam where they're like super hostile to comics. So he just
right,
comes out. He's
right.
like, I ain't scared of you. Oh, it's so good.
Well, the reason why that's such an amazing set is that someone went on right before him who ate shit. And the audience was like revved up in a
like-
spirit of hate.
yeah.
And that he told the DJ, he said, every time I say kick it, I want you to play the track. And when I go this, you have to turn it off. And the DJ was amazing. Like worked on like a pin, was absolutely amazing.
Wow.
And he said anytime he did a punchline, he would be like, kick it. And then he would dance a little bit and they'd go, boom, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. And
So
it was
good.
There's no other. I need to show you it afterwards. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Bernie Mac,
Okay.
Wanda Sykes,
Oh, yeah.
amazing Wanda
Yeah.
Sykes is. Brad Williams,
Oh, yeah.
I
Brad's
love
hilarious.
Brad Williams so much. Let me see. Also, I love Stephen Wright,
Oh,
Oh.
one of my favorites.
and he's still alive. He's
That is
like you
crazy.
don't
that
see
I
him.
did not know.
Yeah.
I did not know he's still
At least
alive.
I think he's still
Yeah.
alive. But like,
Woo.
All right. I mean, hypothetical, maybe R.I.P. King. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I also like that we're doing like a top 5, like it's basketball.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
who's your point guard in this situation?
I wish I knew basketball so I could answer accurately, but
Who's
I
your
can't. I
point
don't know.
guard?
Of my list?
Yeah.
Well, Mulaney's too tall. He's got to be a forward.
Yeah.
Taylor Tomlinson, easy. Point guard. She's reliable. She's smart. She knows where to pass the ball. That's what I'd
Right,
say.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, but for my fifth.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So I said Bernie, Wanda, Brad Williams, Stephen Wright, and then I would also have. I think. Ooh, this is tough. Maybe Ali Wong.
Okay.
Ali
nice.
Wong, I've seen live, and she kills me.
Yeah.
She's so good.
It's so fun too when you see because we're around showcases a lot where we get to see
Yeah.
really great comedians.
Oh, yeah.
But those comedians, when you see them live, it's something different.
Yeah.
I
Like,
actually saw
it's-
Mulaney live one time before he was John Mulaney.
Oh, wow.
So
Wait,
I-
what year was this, do you think?
Oh my god, I must have been in college. 10,000 years ago. How many years ago? Maybe 7 years ago or something.
Okay.
And he was a big deal back then.
Yeah, but he's
wasn't,
not. He wasn't doing Radio City or he's doing MSG now. Yeah.
He basically. So I had the camp counselor Griffin Newman, who's also a comic, and he and I stayed in touch. And he was doing comedy in the city for a while, and then he did a sitcom with John Mulaney that ended up getting.
Oh,
canned.
Mulaney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
oh,
terrible,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was in that sitcom, so he used to run a show at the Pit, and he had John Mulaney just come and work out 20 minutes. There were actually maybe 8 people in the room.
Wow.
And he
so
fucking
crazy.
murdered.
Of course.
I saw him at Madison Square Garden a few months ago.
Yeah.
It was outstanding.
His new stuff is. I've heard his new hour.
It was.
Isn't it a new 90?
Yeah.
I've heard he's doing an insane amount
It
of time.
was incredible.
I'm so excited.
He was so good. Honestly, I honestly think I may have to substitute Ali because it was that. I think I would put Mulaney on at the end.
Yeah.
He's not when I think of my favorite comedians, I don't put him in that. Actually, but that show was just so insane, and he's so good. Yeah, I would put him
he's
at the end.
just
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah. I want to treat this lineup almost like people who when I watch them right now, they bring me so much joy.
Yeah.
So for me, my latest thing is Sam J.
Oh,
Sam J is so
incredible.
good.
So
Yeah.
good. Maria Bamford.
Okay.
Forever.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My favorite when I first started watching and getting into comedy in a permanent way, I love Doug Stanhope.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
He is awesome, and the way he just breaks things down is he's a crotchety old man, he probably really believes in cancel culture, but he's just so funny. You
Yeah.
can't even knock him for it.
Yeah.
I gotta think about
You get a pass. Yeah.
I gotta think about my 4th spot because there's so many really good. I mean, I don't know if she's holding up anymore, but when I saw Nikki Glaser live, her writing really stuck out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's now it's a little.
She's a reality star now.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, I've not seen Fuckboy Island, but I've heard it's great.
Can I say her show Not Safe on Comedy Central? One of my favorite Comedy Central shows of all time.
Ooh,
it was
okay.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And she had so many different segments that were really original as well. She had one of my favorite things. You can find it on YouTube. Anyone who's watching, stop watching this or listening to this and go to YouTube and watch this.
Yeah.
It was her and then another comedian she would bring on, and they have microphones, and then there are 2 porn stars with earpieces, and they would feed lines to them as they're doing a scene.
Oh, that's so funny.
It was so fucking funny. That I could rewatch that again. It makes me laugh
that
every
premise
single
is
time.
So good. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's great.
And the funniest bit is when the porn stars start ad-libbing a little bit.
Oh,
And
you
they
showed-
make it
wait,
better.
I remember you
Yeah. I
showed
remember,
me
yeah, I showed
this.
it. Isn't it
yes,
great?
it was so.
It's so
It's
good.
not safe. Okay,
Not Safe
I'll
with
watch
Nikki
it.
Glaser. If
That
you
sounds
look
incredible.
up, this is a weird thing to say, but if you just look up on YouTube "not safe porn," you will find it. You will find
Lucas,
it.
you think he's not
Cool.
looking that up every single day? We
I
already
wasn't gonna say
established-
it.
I'm not
I wasn't
going.
gonna
I
say
mean,
it.
I'm not going on YouTube.
I was going to engage in subterfuge. Yeah.
Did you ever okay?
When you first wait, I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, no. Tell me what you think I'm saying because I think you're
When
right.
you first started trying to watch porn,
Yeah,
did you go on
you
YouTube
went on
first?
YouTube.
Yeah, I did that.
I did that too.
Here's the exact. I remember the exact words I put in the YouTube
Oh
search bar.
my God, please.
Girls making out naked.
Oh, baby Kevin.
I
Yeah.
like that you didn't even want to see sex. You just wanted to see making out.
I was a romantic at heart.
yeah.
I've always
tell
been a
you-
And an ally.
romantic.
I think that was one of, I don't know if that was the first thing I ever searched, but I think that was one of the first things I ever saw when I first started getting interested in looking up stuff online. It
Yeah.
was just sort of softcore making out.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Yeah.
It was,
Women in love.
Yeah.
we
women
love
in
that.
STEM.
We love that.
I don't know about you guys. You guys are sick perverts. I would Google women doing difficult tasks.
Wait, what sort of difficult tasks?
Oh, nuclear codes, fractions.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something
I like that I put those on the same level.
Yeah, nuclear codes and fractions. Also, the nuclear codes, that's not like science. They're just like the code.
Just memorizing a code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know you never Googled that term? You just want to see
4,
them
5.
I thought
make
you
it
were
out
gonna
with
say
each
something
other.
like wood joinery. Like to me,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Wood joinery?
Yeah,
Well,
wood
now you're on
joinery.
your pervy
Yeah.
shit.
Is that
yeah, it's
Is
what
it-
you got, like, funky little holes and they lock together in a way that they
Yeah.
don't come apart.
interesting?
Yeah.
Again,
that's like a whole
this is
thing.
pornography.
Oh,
what
I
you're
love videos
discussing.
like
When you
that.
got holes that lock together and they
Oh,
come
yeah.
don't come apart, yeah, that's
That's what it is to be a lesbian. That's what.
Yeah, the holes locked together.
Talk about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm
think-
similar. Now I only watch feminist porn.
You're an ally. I appreciate
That's,
that.
you know.
Oh wait, but my
Yes,
next
yes,
two.
yes.
Oh yeah. Finish.
Every time I see Anna Fabrega, I don't know if you guys are.
I don't know who
familiar.
that is.
Yeah,
I'll show you guys some stuff. She is so weird, and she's so good.
I love that.
Wait, what does she do?
She was in Los Spookies. She did stuff
Okay,
with
okay,
like Julio Torres.
Nice.
She does a lot of like impressions. Like she writes these like short stories and
Aw.
reads them on stage, but they're funny. Like she did one that was like she went to a TJ Maxx and the person behind the counter said, "Okay, can you identify which of these pictures are cars?" Like a catchpha in person.
Okay.
Or what is it called?
Captcha. Yeah.
Oh,
Captcha.
whatever.
Captcha?
I thought it was Captcha.
I thought it was Captcha.
Yeah, I don't know what they were. I just know I was
Captcha.
filling out a lot of them in June 2020 because I'm good. Sticking my
No, you're right. It is Captcha. You're right.
yeah, the captcha, and then she
expert.
can't fill it out right, and the person's like, "I'm sorry, then you can't buy the product." Because you're probably a robot. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm a person. I just want to buy this product. They're like, I'm sorry, you didn't fill out the CAPTCHA. And then she leaves the store and takes off her human face and becomes a robot. And she's like, she ends it by saying, it's getting harder for people like me every day.
That's really good.
She's just so good. And then my fifth spot, I would maybe say, I mean, there's like a couple of people. Like I'd maybe say Ali Wong, or I'd maybe say
Yeah.
Rory Scovel.
It's hard that I wanted to say like Nicole Byer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nicole
she's so
stand-up.
good.
And what's
Oh
her
my
name
gosh.
too? Naomi Evkirchen.
Oh,
I haven't watched her.
Naomi
Yeah.
Ekperigin. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's great.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I was working through the Netflix like half hours, and she was like the next one I was gonna watch. So.
Oh, she's so. Also, Brian Simpson.
yeah,
You ever
Brian.
seen
Oh,
Brian?
yeah, he's good.
amazing.
Oh my god,
He's so good.
but that
And
half
look
hour
up all
series
these
is so
people,
good
listeners.
Yeah.
Look up all these
Support
people.
live comedy. Why don't you try doing that, huh?
too. I mean,
Hey, listen up here, kids. Like, take it from us.
Take your parents' credit card and buy a ticket. Yeah.
get yourself a fake ID, and then you'll walk into a comedy club and they'll give you alcohol. And then you have to listen to people talk,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's fun. I can't really do a good old person voice.
Go to Broadway Comedy Club and get a terrible cocktail.
Okay, though, they do have good dirty martinis.
Oh, I'm not a
Had
martini
dirty
person.
martini at Broadway Comedy Club.
I love a dirty martini everywhere. And sometimes I fucking
I love
hate
the idea that you're like, this is high living. Just
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's so highfalutin. It's really not. It's gin, the freaking vermouth, and
Go on.
olive juice. Okay, this is why I hate Brooklyn sometimes. One time, I ordered a dirty martini at a bar, and the bartender went, seriously?
Was it just like one of those like he's a guy with a mullet who like looks like he's in a band but probably just like writes blogs about bands?
It was a
and,
girl
like,
who was like that.
Oh, okay,
and like,
yeah. seriously.
it's always harder when it's another
Yeah.
girl because she's just way cooler than me, and she's just like,
That's
Aw.
everyone in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's who's like not a comedian.
I was once
They're
at a
all just
bar and I
cool.
asked for a cider because like I'm not someone that likes bitter or beer or
Sure.
anything like that. And when bartender gave me, it was like, here's your juice. And I was like,
He's like,
How
you want
dare.
He's like, you want a little sippy cup with that?
yeah. I was,
Sippy cup with that juice?
I was like, damn, dude.
yeah.
I was so mad. It was really funny too.
Yeah, it's so funny. I wish he just slid it. He's like, you're not getting laid tonight, right? Like, you're not. Not with this attitude.
You sad, pathetic
Not with your
boy.
sad soy boy cider attitude.
Funny thing is that I was in the UK and with family at the time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but they weren't there. They weren't near me. I was alone when I went
So
to get my
then he
drink.
didn't say, "Here's your juice." He went, "Here's your juice," and you went, "You can
Here's your
drop
juice,
the
love."
accent."
No, he literally was like, "Here's your apple juice." Yeah.
Oh, he's one of, that.
Yeah, he was
accent.
like, it was a big
Here's
burly
your-
dude as well.
Yeah.
You know, bald. He had like
A
He
a
talks like
skinhead.
he has a 2x4 in his throat.
yeah, he had like a
Here's your
missing
apple
tooth.
juice.
Yeah. Yeah. He has a daughter called Chantel. He says, "Gorgeous." Like
You look like your mother, even though I haven't seen her in 6 years. I
Yeah.
hope she's doing all right.
Yes.
6 years. Ugh. And then you left, and they could just drop the accent and be like, "Ugh."
yeah.
So
Yeah,
hard
and
to
then
fake
they're
that.
like, hello.
At last I can
Hello.
end this charade.
They got full Prince King
Yeah.
Charles. Full King.
Oh yeah,
King
King Charles
Charles.
now. King Charles.
My
Whenever I
mother's very
hear-
happy about it.
Your mom is really happy. She likes Charles?
Yeah, she says he's evolved and into transcendental meditation now.
I mean, aren't we all? Haven't we all?
I could be
evolved?
king.
Look, he's clearly worked on himself, since Diana.
That's literally what she said. She's
Post-breakup,
like,
he
he's really
worked hard
worked
on
on
himself.
himself.
He stopped himself going bald. That's amazing.
That's that means he's not going to cheat on anyone because his penis can't get hard because he's taking finasteride.
Is that true?
It's a side effect. I don't take finasteride, even though I probably should.
Wait, what is it?
The just hair, whatever.
okay,
thing.
okay.
That's
Lucas,
the
you're
chemical.
showing your hairy privilege.
Yeah, geez. I mean, I don't take the stuff.
Sorry,
I'm not
sorry.
I'm not some kind of bald loser.
I'm not gonna balding cut.
Can I tell you something that was weird? It was that someone who I think currently goes to my high school but is in the yearbook committee found my yearbook in like storage and found my photo and tagged me on their Instagram stories. And when I saw that, I was like, whoa, my hair was hanging so much lower than it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
weird
the
thing
bangs.
to realize. Yeah.
I had like the
oh, my hair
whole
was like down
out
to here.
You had like
thing,
long hair?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you have that at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
It was longer. But I'm
Okay.
thinking like middle school. I was like,
Yeah.
sheepdog, like down all the way down.
Same thing with
like,
Maxim Allen.
Yeah.
He had hair down to there as
Yeah,
well. He
yeah,
was in
yeah.
high school. It
So
was
like were you
adorable.
like a My Chemical Romance
Oh
fan?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
You know I'm going
Yeah.
to the emo fest.
No, I wait. What?
I'm going to the
You're going
when,
to emo fest?
when we were young.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all those bands.
Yeah, it's such a condescending title. Remember when you were young? Like, yeah, I'm fucking young now.
Yeah. Technically.
Technically.
Relatively.
Wait, did you go through any like phases with like your look or anything like that?
phases?
Or were
I mean,
you normal?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or were you hot?
I definitely. So I had like the long hair, like in middle
Yeah.
school phase. Like
I did
think
that
we,
too,
Yeah,
yeah.
we were all around that age where it was like scene.
I wasn't.
was, like,
I was not a scene kid.
I mean, I wasn't either. But
I
it
got
was,
into
like,
the Beatles and they had long hair, so I was like, I'm gonna try growing out my hair for once, and it did not go well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got like the curly hair.
Yeah.
It's hard to get the bangs going.
I looked
It's
like
also
Alex
my hair
the Lion
texture
from
doesn't
Madagascar.
didn't work the way like it was also like it was it was long hair scene, it was long hair Bieber,
Yeah.
it was long hair like so it was like bangs, but my hair was like never loose, so I could never like do the cool like I did it a lot, but it wasn't the same as like my friends who could like shake it out. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, yeah, I know this is a struggle. I've
living
had
a hard life.
struggles. Yeah, I've had.
Yeah.
yeah. My phase, I don't know. I like tried to dress. I dressed like more skatery when I was like in high school and stuff.
Okay.
And I like listened to Blink-182 a lot.
Were you a skater?
No.
Are you? No. Okay.
No, I got on a skateboard and fell once in my friend's driveway. I was like, not for me.
Hey,
He's into the culture.
their culture is not your costume.
Yeah.
But it was for many years. Wearing Vans, skinny jeans.
You've learned now. It's gonna come up in like an old photo, like you know how people get popped like doing blackface. It's gonna
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
Kevin Mulharin riding a skateboard like
No,
he's
yeah.
one of us.
Yeah, just like holding a skateboard.
I think that would be a great idea for a sketch. Actually, I'm gonna write this down
Someone,
afterwards.
yeah.
Of like no, but like someone like Justin Trudeau who like has had those like photos
Yeah.
of him in brown face. What if it was like a world leader who was found having like an emo phase, but he wasn't really about that life?
Yeah, exactly. Or like, yeah, or even like just
And he
specifically
got
skateboarding. He's like,
persecuted.
yeah, he tried to he tried to act like he shredded the gnar, but that's not at all what he did. Like, he was a fucking poser, dude. They fucking hate posers in the skating community.
Wait,
but
can
I was
you
a
do
poser.
your German DJ impression?
My German, I don't know if it's German or if it's like.
Wait, what is it? German DJ?
Scandinavian.
What is this?
I've done it. I did it in one joke one time, and I can't believe you remember it because I don't really do that.
was
joke.
obsessed with it.
Wait,
All right, I'll
what
have to
was
keep doing
this?
it then. It's after. So I have the joke about like a girl said that it looks like this morning I swooped my hair like this and went, oh yeah,
Oh.
and like basically it goes on to me being like it's a good way to start your day, going, oh yeah, like I don't
Yeah.
need therapy, and then like it just devolves into me being like, I just start doing an accent that's like. I wish I had like a Scandinavian DJ hyping me up every morning. Just like, oh, you're looking so much fire in that shirt today, my friend. You know, like, oh man, your coworkers are really going to be respecting you.
Can I tell you, I've been watching the Manti Te'o documentary.
Oh,
started
shit.
it?
I
started
it's
it.
too depressing. I can't do it.
It's depressing because like it's about a guy who's done everything right.
Yeah.
He literally, from the moment he's born, he's been a nice kid, a good kid to his parents, a good kid at school, kind. He's just done everything right, and it blew up in his face.
Yep.
And it's also really sad because he's such a devout Mormon. Like, he's so faithful. And he really believed, like, no, I'm going to do what the Lord has in plan for me. And it's like, oh, the Lord had in plan for you awful things.
Yeah, yeah,
Just an
it's so
implosion of your
bad.
life.
Yeah.
So sad.
God.
Oh.
For viewers who don't know, that documentary is about the football player who had a fake girlfriend, but
But
didn't
he
know.
didn't know.
He didn't
right?
know.
Yeah, he
It
got
was a-
catfished
Yeah.
and only dated her online.
Yeah.
And basically got convinced like it was like his mom or his grandmother died.
No, his grandmother died, and then
Same week, this fake girlfriend died.
claimed to die.
Died.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he like played an amazing game at Notre Dame, and like it was like he got like blew up. It was like one of the most heartwarming stories because he like was like, I dedicate this, to this game to this girlfriend and
Yeah.
my grandmother. And then it came out that the girlfriend wasn't real, and that's why his career got ruined. We're not ruining the documentary. That's like how it
No. That
starts.
is that's widely held information.
Yeah. But
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
You don't even need a Netflix subscription. You don't.
the most obvious spoilers.
Yeah.
Wikipedia. Someone's reading the Wikipedia like, what happened in the Civil War? I'm like, oh my god, spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to watch Lincoln.
Yeah, you remember in Star Wars when they're in space? Spoilers. Jeez, I thought that.
Yeah.
was
Remember
gonna
when
be
R2D2 was hot? Spoiler.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Who said that? Whoa.
He's like,
Okay.
we all think that.
Yeah.
R2D2.
Woke police.
Lucas, shoot your shot.
Lucas' nipples get hard whenever he hears beep boop beep. He's like, ooh, mama.
Coincidentally, that's the
Oh.
sound Lucas's nipples make when
Oh,
they
yeah.
hurt.
beep boop beep boop beep. Oh, like looking at that's a funny
roast
joke.
idea.
Oh,
That's
I
a
read
good
this
roast
question
joke.
on Twitter the other day,
what?
and I wanted to ask you guys about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. What is it?
If you could custom choose a sound that was made whenever you got an erection, what would it be?
Your mother and I are separating. That's the first thing that came to mind. Maybe achievement unlocked. Like
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
good.
Level up.
level up, brrr, like something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I
about
want
you?
it to be. Oh, I don't know. The train is now arriving. Like it's like a calm voice.
Mind the gap.
Yeah, yeah. Mind the gap.
Yeah. What about you? When you were, if you're like turned on, like, was there a sound you would want your body to make? And like really turned on.
I'm glad you asked
yeah.
it in a clean way.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
Yo.
you get a huge
When you
boner.
got that gushy.
What's the sound? Okay, this is niche, but in
Okay.
Deal or No Deal,
Yes.
when they call the guy, it's like ring, 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 but it's this really specific ring of the phone.
Okay.
And then they pretend to talk to the producer, and they're like, and they hang up the phone. So it's all of that.
All right.
But the difference is it's so loud. when I
Yeah.
get really turned on, it like vrooms throughout all of
Vrooms.
Brooklyn, Manhattan,
my God.
Staten Island, the Bronx. And
What if you got the dial-up tone as
Ooh,
your sound?
I know. I want a car starting.
A car starting.
so like a bad car, like a car you have to jump the
Yeah.
battery.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want a good car. I want like a 2002 Dodge Neon starting. Just so they know what to expect.
Yeah.
We've been watching this great show called Selling the OC. By great, it's
Oh
not
my
great.
God.
It's
Okay.
it's pretty terrible. It's
you know
reality
what-
show.
Are
You
you,
know what
guys
also-
reality show people?
I am.
I
Can I
am.
tell you what new episodes have dropped of? Love is Blind.
Ooh.
Reunion episodes from season 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
After the altar.
Yes, after the altar, you got it. Yeah.
See, I'm not up on reality shows as much, but I grew up watching a lot of them.
What
Like
did you
what?
watch?
Like
Like
Next?
2000s, like Next all the time. Fucking, oh my God. So, oh my God. Beauty and the Geek.
Oh,
Did you ever
okay.
see that show?
No, I never heard of
No.
that.
That was like, the premise of it was so ridiculous. It was like, it was literally like they're put in a house. It's like these beautiful women and all these dudes who are nerds. And they're like, oh, I could solve a Rubik's Cube in 5 seconds. And then he demonstrates it, like cuts away from him for some reason and cuts back to him solving it.
okay.
And you can't see his face while he's solving it, you know?
Yeah.
And then, so it's like, then they're like supposed to connect with these nerds and like, oh, they're really nice people. But then like 6 episodes in, there's like a makeover episode for the geeks.
Oh.
And they're all just fucking models. They're just gorgeous men. It's like, oh, I didn't think you could put abs on someone in a makeover. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, they're just insanely
Oh,
handsome.
so they're not real nerds.
No, they just did them up to look like nerds.
Oh, that makes me
Oh.
sad.
I was like 10 years old and I was clocking that shit. I was like, this is bullshit.
Wow.
Like,
But that's also that early 2000s thing. You like put glasses on someone and they're
Yeah,
a nerd.
yeah. Like America Ferrera is gorgeous.
She's so
Yeah.
hot.
She's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
yeah. At
And they
least
tried to
put
make her,
braces
like,
on her. They put braces on her, like absurd braces, right? And
Yeah,
everybody-
Yeah.
But yeah, calling
Still,
her
it's
ugly
like-
is
Yeah.
insane.
Ugly
Insane.
Betty. Look at
We
this
all grew
ugly...
up with horrible body image issues because they were just like, look at this hot person who's disgusting.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I also had this thing of like, because like anytime in movies or TV that they had someone in high school, it was always someone in their like late 20s or 30s. So I thought that me and my friends, I thought that we were all like, we had hormonal issues or
Yeah,
something. I was like,
stunted
oh,
growth.
we don't look like we should.
Yeah. It's so bad. Every show like 13 Reasons Why, Riverdale, they're all supposed to be 17. These actors are like 25. I've had a problem with this
I
forever.
think it's gotten better where they're now around like
21
20-ish, which
yeah,
is
it's a little
better.
bit like Euphoria.
Yeah.
I think they're all younger.
Exactly.
But still, some
It's
of them are
better,
like
but it's still, it's like
ridiculous.
They're
yeah.
also like hot. I mean,
Yeah.
Sydney. What's her name?
Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah.
Sydney. That's your Sean Duffy. Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney, a fantastic actor. Got some Blue Lives Matter people in the
Wait,
family.
dude,
Not so good.
I saw we were at Cobra Club after Fun Gutter one
Yeah.
time, and Sean did karaoke, and he did "Rock You Like a Hurricane," and just talk. It's literally just him talking the same way.
Rock you like a hurricane.
Literally, that's exactly what it sounded like. I can't do it. Here I am.
Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
It's so
That's
good.
it. That's exactly what it sounded like. It was so
Oh
funny.
my god.
See, that's
I
what
love
the ideal
Sean.
body type is. A man going up singing talking rock you like a hurricane.
God damn, that's
Not
so
what we
funny.
said. Not Sydney Sweeney, 24 years old, playing 17. It's
Yeah.
also, I imagine it was different for you guys, like with like girls growing up. Like I
Yep.
feel like every movie I saw was like a blonde woman being a terrorist to a brunette woman.
Yeah.
Why were blonde women in movies? Like, I have seen shows where, like, blonde women have fully just orchestrated crimes to, like, a slightly mousy brunette girl. So I grew up thinking, like,
That's also Selling Sunset.
it is, but,
Oh.
like, okay, but she's iconic. But it's like, if you grow up seeing that, like, for a while, I thought hot women couldn't feel things emotionally.
Yeah.
Because they were, like, so mean.
I mean, isn't that just so true?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that
so true,
just-
bestie? Yeah.
I
gosh.
watched this show called The Saddle Club where like the blonde popular girl put like a beeper 2000s on this girl's horse and then called it so that the horse would like throw her off. I was like, that's attempted murder. But I was just like, oh,
Jesus.
she's blonde, so she would.
Yeah.
Wow.
What movie? Wait,
This
The
was
Saddle
called the
Club?
Saddle Club. It was an
The Saddle
Australian
I've
show.
never. I don't think I heard about that until a few months ago.
a great show.
and it was brought up in conversation. I was like, what is this?
I'm
Yeah.
sure I told you about it. 'Cause I'm
Also, a
obsessed
show
with it.
about these girls that when water is put on them, they turn into mermaids.
H2O just had water.
H2O
I definitely told you about that. Great show.
I never heard of
See,
this.
those blonde women were very nice. That broke the
Yeah.
stereotype.
Legally Blonde. That's what I thought of when you said blonde women. in the
Yeah,
early
Legally
2000s.
Blonde. That's a
Legally
great
Blonde.
movie.
That's a
That's a great movie.
That's pro blonde propaganda, is what
Yeah.
it is.
But I like it because
Reese
it took
Witherspoon,
the
one of the good ones. Yeah.
Oh, she's great. It took the stereotype of the time and turned it on its head.
That is true. Yeah, whereas
Yeah.
like blondes are dumb, which is it's a dumb stereotype.
Such a It's just your hair color.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It was that was the weirdest time. The 2000s were like this anti-blonde. Like, if you were blonde, like you might as well just kill yourself.
I
Yeah.
think. Do you think it was also fueled by like celebrities at that time, like Paris Hilton?
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
she was like head blonde for so many years, and like no one likes her.
Yeah.
But she's a genius.
What?
Do you know
No.
one
In
time?
the same way that Albert Einstein is
No.
a genius. Like
Not the same way that Albert Einstein
okay,
is
like
genius.
with genius
What's-
how?
Well, one time
She invented the selfie.
Did she?
No, but like she thinks she did.
Oh yeah. I thought I saw some on Twitter that was like some man taking a self like.
Oh, and it's a black and white photo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
18 something.
And it's the
or-
first selfie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what
I'm
they
sure
say.
people have been doing I'm sure cave painting people would have done it if they could.
They just
Yeah, just that's what I look like, right, babe?
Yeah.
They just like no.
Constantly
Yeah.
just going over to the water, like, oh, I got a sick nose. Just like,
Drawn that out.
that's body
Yeah.
positivity right there.
Yeah.
Paris
beautiful.
Hilton once said in an interview, she was like, I can say that's hot in like a vocal fry voice, and I will make $1 million on the spot. So she was just like,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't
I thought
care.
you were
if-
about to
That's
say
hot.
that she said, I can say the N word. I thought that's what you were about.
I can play black.
Y'all ever see that sex tape?
The
the
sex tape?
Paris Hilton
Yeah.
sex tape.
I've never seen the
I haven't
Paris
seen it,
Hilton
but
sex
didn't she
tape.
answer the phone in the middle of it?
I don't remember. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I did watch.
I
it.
have seen
How'd
the
you
Kim
like it?
Kardashian one. I have seen that one.
too.
That was great.
That was pretty good.
It's
Yeah.
pretty.
What do you remember about the Paris one?
Yeah.
I remember the end. That's why. That's the only like image that's in my head.
What a phrase.
I
Oh.
wanted to. I was like, I can't say. I don't want to say the word, but I just remember the end of it, and that's.
What a gentleman.
Sorry, everybody.
I remember the denouement.
Yeah,
The Menage a Trois.
The denouement ménage à trois, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when the screen went fin.
Wait, have you seen the end of, I think it's like Norwegian Finding Nemo, where like their word for
What?
the end is...
Why would, what a question.
No, 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 no,
wait,
no, no.
Wait, have you seen the end of
No, Gabby,
Norwegian
Gabby.
Finding Nemo?
No, it's gone on Twitter. It's gone viral
Oh,
a few
it's, like,
times because
viral. Oh, sure.
their word for the end is slut. So it's like a zoom out of Finding Nemo that it just says slut. It's great.
So in Iceland, a lot of the like language is really weird, and there was this one store that outside of it, I don't know what this meant in Icelandic, but it just said "okar" spelled OKKAR, and then just
Okar.
FAG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
What if that was the only thing they wrote intentionally in English?
They're like, no, this is just kooky Icelandic.
But
It's just
everyone
different
English
over
speaking
here.
is like, oh, this is Icelandic. They're like, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
this is for you.
yeah,
we hate you.
yeah, yeah.
Get out of here.
But that's like, do you think that the English word "slut" came from like something
That's a
about
good-
being the end?
I wonder what the etymology of slut is. That is a good
like
question.
from the Norwegian, like
That is a very good question.
It stands for slut Brielle.
slutty.
I don't know why, but that sounded like a
Well, because
beautiful
my name
name
is
for a girl.
my name is
Yeah, beautiful
Gabrielle.
name for a baby
so,
girl.
Are we googling slut? This
I
is why
am
we need a
looking up
producer.
slut origin.
Jamie,
Just
look up
don't-
slut.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, pull it up.
Middle English of unknown origin.
Absolutely not.
Wow.
Nope.
But then what's the
The
connection?
Middle English, they were going, nay, hello, slut. They were not. There's no way.
Although the ultimate origin of the word slut is unknown, it first appeared in Middle English in 1402 as slutte.
Slutty.
Slutte. With the meaning of dirty, untidy, or slovenly woman.
Ooh.
Geoffrey Chaucer used the word sluttish to describe a slovenly man. All right, equality.
Yeah.
However,
Chaucer.
later uses appear almost exclusively associated with women.
Bummer.
Yeah.
We had it at the beginning. We could all
We had
been
it there.
sluts.
We had the equality.
You were doing so well.
Come on,
we were
Chaucer.
rooting for you.
We were all rooting for you.
It's funny that
Yeah.
I just was like, I just wanted to be like, okay, now look up sluts.
Sluts.
Just
Look
very
up
different
slutty.
results.
Yeah.
For some reason, this one gives you the etymology. That one's just like, here's
Oh,
some
yeah.
images.
Here's some images. Here's some. Look it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
You'll find something.
Pull that up.
Yeah, word. Well, something I did want to ask you, like we brought up about how hot R2D2 is. Can I ask, like, what was the first person or character in TV or film that you were attracted to?
Ooh. Oh man, that's so hard. Because my memory of my childhood is horrible.
Oh, really?
I feel like I remember like bits, but I don't know. I think I just spent. I
I think that's normal. I think like
Yeah.
you remember like big events and then you sort of like squash
Yeah, I think you
everything
have like
together.
little images.
Yeah,
that
exactly,
pop
yeah.
out. Oh my God, who did I think? There's got to be like a cartoon or something.
Yeah, sure.
I love that that's the first place you went.
Well,
Well,
that's
there's
what I
gotta
was-
be some skanky cartoon.
gotta be
in
some.
there.
Some skank.
Gotta
There's
be
no way it was a person. There's gotta be some animation
Skank's
I wanted to
Skank's a
fuck.
good word.
Yeah.
I
Skank
love
is
that
a
word.
fun word. It's
It's
a
just
good
a
word.
fun word.
I don't like the word slut. I'm not a fan of the
Yeah,
word
me
slut.
neither.
Yeah. Not something I ever like incorporated
So
into
should
my
I stop
vocabulary.
calling you that?
Yeah.
No, it's the only way I can come. But but it's not a word that I
Oh?
like to
We're not even doing it-
bombshell number 2.
Bombshell number 2.
Yeah.
Wait, we've been teasing a will they won't they for a long time.
Oh yeah.
But you know, it's
And is it the thing of like it's a will they won't they and everyone's like please don't. Please don't do that.
it's a will they won't they in the sense of overwhelmingly everyone's like they won't.
Yeah, let's and we're good.
Let's keep it tepid. No,
Okay.
but
All right,
someone.
sexual
Yes.
attraction to a person. Gosh,
Feel free to make it weird also.
I thought you were gonna say feel free to make it up.
make it up. Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of the formative movies of my youth.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember watching like I don't know. I guess I watched Friends, but I didn't really find anyone that attractive. Not like because I was too young. I watched Friends really young.
Subtext, they're all ugly.
Yeah, oh yeah, the cast of Friends famously ugly.
Yeah. If they were beautiful, it wouldn't be called friends. It would be called lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fact.
If they were hot, they would have fucked way more.
Yeah, that's my one review of Friends. They didn't fuck enough on that show.
That's why half the plot lines are like, ugh, I want to have sex, but you're so ugly.
Yeah.
I once had this weird dream where I tweeted.
Oh, I just thought
Oh
of
my
mine. But
God.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah. I'll
Oh,
let
yeah.
you.
Can I just say, what a sentence. I had this dream where I tweet.
It's brutal how often that's happened, but I tweeted something like, "Wanna feel old yet?" Like the show Friends was on for 9 seasons and none of the main characters died, which makes no sense. And then I woke up and I was like, could this be something?
That's so fucking funny.
All right, so
Okay, yeah, what's
Okay.
your awakening?
So I have 2 that I can remember.
Okay.
Vaguely. I don't remember when, but just this is the first like whoa
Yeah.
moments. The movie. What is it? I Love You, Beth Cooper.
Oh.
One of those classic like nerd chasing.
Panettiere, yeah.
Hayden Panettiere. Yeah. Hayden Panettiere is one of the first like I was like oh my God. And then I think that there's like a couple like that. Like I think like Brittany Snow who's in John Tucker Must Die.
Is
I
it
don't know
her?
who Brittany Snow is.
She's in like
the one
Pitch
who's married
Perfect.
to Tyler from Selling the OC.
Oh.
Pitch Perfect.
She-
She's
and
one
that
of
is
the,
Brittany Snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in John Tucker Must Die, she's the main girl and she's like super hot in that
Oh,
movie.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I think her. And what I think that's. Those are
I don't
my
know why, but her
2.
face scares me.
Well, she kind of looks like Edie Falco there.
Oh, she does look
I
like
kind
Edie
of thought that
Falco.
was Edie Falco for a
Interesting.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she is very beautiful, yeah.
How old were you?
I mean, I don't remember.
I feel
Honestly,
like I Love You,
10,
Beth Cooper was
11.
like a 2008 movie.
Maybe. I feel like maybe earlier, but so I probably had some before that. Those are just the
Okay.
first that stick out to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I probably had some like childhood like Hermione Granger crush or something.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
something
I
like
feel
that.
like all of mine were like childhood. Like I loved. By the way, this is not mine, but no one on here has ever said Emperor's New Groove. And Cusco, that's the goat or the donkey.
The llama.
Llama.
That's the llama.
One of the biggest plot points of the movie.
Why did I call him a fucking goat?
A goat.
Cusco has a goat-like name. Anyway,
No, he was the goat.
Yeah, Cusco's goated.
That's what I think.
In terms of being emperor, that guy's goated.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
really attracted to emperors.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Ooh, Caesar.
Yeah.
Caesar for sure. When they killed him, I was like, ugh, but he was so hot.
Yeah.
I was there. I'm a lot older than you guys.
Yeah, well, we've discussed that.
So sad
Yeah.
that he died.
So
Where were
sad.
you when you found out?
I was at the forum and trying to score some babes. You know how you do at the forum.
I'm always doing that at the forum.
I know. Me and Gabby troll the forum together.
We're always at the town hall. They're trying to talk about their agenda. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
what about our agenda?
Yeah.
Fun fact: Caesar was not born by cesarean section.
Whoa.
No, he wasn't, because his mom
that-
lived.
But was he born in a salad?
Oh, yes.
He was born dressed.
And that's how comedy happens, folks.
yeah.
Wait, I have another McDonald's question, and then we'll
Oh,
get to
yeah.
listener
Oh,
submissions. Also, you
yes.
said you were going to save your good stories for right now.
Oh yeah, please.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
We have
When
time?
when did they incorporate the salads? Because I was little when McDonald's got
Honestly,
the salads.
that was before my time.
Oh.
That was before my time. They were
Yeah, you're
well established.
old.
Yeah.
Salads, they're terrible for you. Most
Yeah,
of them.
they're like
Why
They're
are
like
they
the
terrible?
worst thing
Is
on
it,
the
like,
menu. They just have so
sugar?
much stuff on them.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, just the toppings and everything. It's like, I mean, whatever. Anything you eat there is bad. So it's
Yeah,
not.
okay.
But people would order like the Southwest chicken salad. I was like, this has more calories than like a McDouble. You know,
100%.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their dressing is
they're
like
super
so
big
caloric.
too. The
Oh, yeah.
dressing is so. The dressing is where a lot of it comes
I've been to
from.
McDonald's 3 times in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
We
I
gotta go
remember
again.
every single time.
Whoa.
I will say I've had like I've had McDonald's fries a couple times, like outside of that. But I would never like went in to
You
get
never,
it.
yeah, you never seeked them out.
No.
I've
Who
eaten
was
McDonald's
just giving
too
you
much.
McDonald's fries?
People.
Wow, to be you.
You don't need to know their names.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be Lucas Arnold. Oh, just
Hey.
get free McDonald's fries.
Hey, man.
There you go.
This is what it's like at the top. All right,
And I
this
can
is,
only watch from above
Ball
or
is life.
below. What is it called?
It's I just imagine you like in some like business meeting room, and then they're just like a little something to sweeten the offer, and they just slide over McDonald's French fries.
It's just one.
Yeah, just one fry that he's sliding on the
a
table.
loose fry.
He takes it, smokes it like a cigarette.
And he's sliding it. There is ketchup on it
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. I was
It's
gonna say it's like
coating
dipped in
the
ketchup
table.
and then like.
Yeah, McDonald's is an interesting place to work. There's some interesting people.
Oh,
I remember
my
this
God.
one lady used to come in every morning
Yeah.
and order a large coffee with 10 cream and 10 sugar.
Fuck yeah.
Whoa.
Even number.
It's not even coffee. That's
No.
just so gross.
Milk soup.
Yeah, milk soup.
Oh my God.
Milk energy drink.
Oh
Is
yeah.
is she Sudanese? Because Sudanese people, they had so much sugar to their
Really?
drink. Oh my God. They make it sweet to the point where it's disgusting.
Oof.
They do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she was white. In white parentheses derogatory, you know what I mean? In the derogatory way.
As opposed to white amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no.
Yeah.
I mean us.
Present company excluded.
Yeah. No, but so she was.
Did she
there.
look healthy?
She's like older.
Yeah, you can't tell.
What do you mean?
She
did
was skinny.
she look healthy?
I mean, she
Yeah,
didn't
well, she's
eat
getting
anything.
like if she's she was a regular.
Yeah, she was every morning.
If she's a regular and getting 10 sugars in her coffee, I'm curious like
well,
what this
you can be
person looks
skinny
like.
and like diabetic, so she probably
true.
had like diabetes.
Yeah.
or
Yeah, we have range. Yeah.
something. Yeah, exactly. Damn right.
The diabetics.
Skinny
Skinny
people.
Skinny people.
No,
Oh,
but,
excuse me.
So she was a regular. There's this one guy who I can't make fun of him because he like literally had brain damage, but he would come in. No, like I just heard the story and I used to like kind of be like, oh, this guy's kind of kooky.
Oh, okay.
And then someone was like, oh no, he has brain damage because a
Okay.
tree fell on his head.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like it's fucked up.
Okay.
He would like walk down the highway to McDonald's every day, and then he would take a while. He'd be like, I don't know what I want, and every day it was like, okay, just let me know when you're ready. And every day, no matter what, fish fillet, every single
Wow.
time. But it took him 50 minutes to order. But he would just stand off to the side. He's a sweet guy. He's super nice, honestly.
Aw.
Yeah, it's not. I can't. But as a kid, you're just like, whoa, this guy is crazy. Like, you know,
Yeah,
you're just like,
yeah,
this is so
yeah, yeah.
crazy. I remember one time someone pooped in a urinal. That was fun.
So that's not how you're supposed to use it.
Who had to clean it up?
Yeah.
Was it you?
Yeah. Well, but this is what happened. So
didn't clean it
my
up.
manager came over, this girl Stacy, I think it was Stacy that day, and she was like, "Hey, someone shit in the urinal and you have to go clean it up." She made me and my friend Alquan go.
Okay.
And first of all, it was like she basically was like, "Yeah, like it's the men's room. I can't go in there." Like, okay, you could easily.
Yeah, right.
She's like, "That's against the rules at this moment," you know, like it's like, okay, you could have done that.
Okay. Yeah.
But we like put on like plastic gloves, and then we put on like the blue meat gloves over the plastic gloves, and then like wrapped our faces up like we're going to war. Like,
my
and then
God.
like we walk in and we're just like staring at it. We're just staring at this giant poop in the urinal. And I was like, all right, I just like cracked my neck, you know? And then Alquan's like, wait, dude. And I was like, what? So it's automatic flush urinals, but there's a button to like manually do it. He
Okay.
presses the button and it all flushed. And we were like, yeah. It was the
that's
greatest
cool.
day.
That's
of
a
all
cool
time.
moment.
Oh,
Holy
we
shit.
were like dancing in the McDonald's.
That's amazing.
We're like, we don't have to touch human shit today. This is the best.
That's a great life hack.
Oh my
That's
God.
amazing.
The
Well, I
fact
was
that it
wondering
worked.
if the urinal flushed, but I was like, "There's no way," because poop's not supposed to go in there.
Yeah, it was.
You know what's
it
awful
was
is
also
that
good
people
soft
are going to be
consistency.
pooping more in urinals now.
Why?
Because
You can flush it.
well, that it was
Oh,
soft.
'cause
I think
we're
it was
putting
an
it out there.
Yeah,
Here's the thing,
exactly. No,
though.
it was it's not to be gross, but soft consistency, so it went
Oh.
down easier. Like it wasn't like a log.
Yeah.
Gross.
It wasn't a healthy
sorry.
shit. No, it was.
Yeah, it was
was-
this person. It was probably
It was
an
a bitch
emergency.
shit,
That's
yeah.
probably why they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
I'm
uh,
sure.
I'll tell you what is not full of flushable turds.
Oh, these segues are getting even better.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
What do we
These
got?
segues are
Oh,
getting
is it
fantastic.
fan
Yeah. Oh,
question?
Yeah,
Yeah.
listener questions.
Ooh, let's go.
Oh, this is a good one. What are your guys' go-to pre-show meals?
Ooh,
Oh,
that is-
nothing.
No, you don't eat before shows?
No.
Why?
I want to have a little something. I don't want my stomach to be grumbling.
I'll eat like a kind bar.
Oh, nice.
Because if I have like a meal, I'll be 5 seconds from going on stage and I'll be
Yeah.
like, I have to poop now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
someone, I get anxiety shits
Yes,
where if it's like,
exactly.
I will start shitting a lot. And so I don't want to like load up right beforehand. But after a show, best time to eat.
Oh yeah. Oh my
you
god.
feel good.
A great show. Yeah. You're
Yeah,
just like,
after a
"Ooh."
great show, you want to eat.
Killer
Yeah.
set, yeah, you want to eat.
I love like
Exactly.
a good plate of buffalo wings after a show. I don't know why
Yeah.
that's my thing, but it's
Oh,
like
I had
bar.
Chinese food to look forward to that I had already gotten after my
Oh.
show last night, and I still have some of it left over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
That's so nice.
I usually like I try and eat like a little something before a show. Like
Yeah.
my big like pre-show, like let's say it's like I haven't eaten all day or something, which like does happen sometimes. Like I would get like a sandwich or a wrap.
Okay. Yeah.
Because like if I get like a big soup or something, I'm gonna be tired before I go on
Big
stage.
soup.
Yeah.
You know what big soup? I'm a real big soup.
Just Gabby walking into a comedy club with a giant tub of chicken noodle soup.
And it's like spilling everywhere.
And she's like, "So when am I going up?"
I'm sipping it through a straw. I go on stage with it like how Jon Stewart has like a drink and a cigarette. I just have my
You
soup.
put it down. You put
Yeah.
it down, and you're like in between jokes, like how people take a sip of water. You're like,
I actually
Yeah.
think that would be
kinda like
kind
that-
of a good bit.
Yeah.
that'd be a great.
It's kind of like that Ellen DeGeneres thing where she just kept eating a Big Mac and never got through a single joke.
Honestly,
I've never
early
seen
Ellen
that.
would be like top 10 like comics. She's so good early, and then she
Yeah.
just goes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she goes like full daytime talk show. Host,
Yeah,
doesn't she?
exactly.
Or is
Yeah,
that
and
before?
like
Did she
other
decline
people
before
very clearly
And other
started
cool
writing
stuff,
her
yeah.
material
Yeah,
for her.
yeah.
and then she started stomping on people's heads, and that was
Yeah.
good.
that? Yeah, I was.
Like
I mean,
Super-
that
like
made me
Super
like her
Mario?
more. That made me like her more, actually. It's so Super Mario. She went Mario on. That was her comedy dream. Yeah. Actually, was to be able to stomp on people.
She was like, "You're all
Goombas."
turtles now."
Goombas.
Just
Yeah. You're
That
a
was
turtle,
why
so I
no
have to
one
stomp
could
you
make eye
twice.
contact with her because no one made eye contact with Mario.
yeah.
No, they were always looking this way. That's so right.
Yeah,
You always saw their
We've
eyes
been
on the screen.
misunderstanding Ellen all along. Super Ellen.
Yeah.
I feel like that's it. Wait, it's also because like the Goombas and Mario are all looking at you like, please don't step on me. You know, like, they're just looking directly at your ass. Like, because
Super
they never
Mario-
look at Mario.
Super Mario is an allegory for Ellen's backstage life.
And then you get like a what's it called? You get a wife at the end who's kind of looks like Portia, right?
Whoa.
Like in
Is
Princess
that her name?
Peach
Right?
attire.
Yeah,
Portia. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're blonde,
Yeah.
Murderers.
shitty, mean blonde women.
The blonde
in the
women.
2000s.
Yeah. We were right about blonde women all along. We just didn't know what kind
Mario
of
is a
blonde women it
plumber.
would be.
Classic sort of like hidden message right there. Lesbian.
Yeah.
All lesbians are plumbers. It's true.
Super
was really
Mario is
reaching
queer
there.
bait. It
Don't-
is.
Super Mario's queer baiting. Spread the rumor now.
Spread the rumor. The news.
Everybody go spread the news.
Yes.
Okay.
Go on.
Start spreading the news.
All right. So
I'm leaving today.
So someone wrote in, my father was allegedly accused of being a Russian spy when he immigrated to Canada. Now, I don't know if this is 100% what happened or if this is a story my dad blew out of proportion. We're going to treat it like it happened.
Well,
Because-
wait. Is there a question?
Sometimes it's just gossip or a fun
Oh,
story.
okay. All right, cool.
Basically, what happened, my dad's sister's purse was once stolen, and my dad's birth certificate was in that purse, so he had to get a new one. Years later, when he was trying to move into Canada, Border Control noticed that the date of birth on my dad's certificate and the date was printed. Oh, guys.
Right better.
Be nice to
Didn't
them.
match up, so they suspected him of being a Russian spy. I have no idea how the story resolved, but he's lived in Canada for like 14 years now. Yeah, so sometimes people just write in.
It's interesting though.
would you do?
Maybe Russian spy. Yeah, what would you do
What would
if you were
do?
accused of being a Russian spy?
What would you do?
I don't know. That's a difficult thing to disprove.
I guess so. Yeah, once it's there.
Once it's out there,
it's
you know?
your guilt. It's like you're guilty until proven innocent at that
Yeah.
point. I feel like
Kinda.
that's big treason.
Yeah.
Not for this guy.
You're
not
not
for me.
treasonous. You're a good guy.
Yeah. No sedition, not my thing. Sorry.
I don't Google sedition. And
I don't do
YouTube.
sedition. I do seduction.
Ooh, oh.
What would you do if you were accused?
If I was accused of being a Russian spy, I would be like, do you want me to bake you a pie? Like,
Is that to show you're
Yeah,
American?
just to
like
show that I'm
like
American. I'd
You're
be
an
like,
apple pie.
Oh,
I'd be like, I can't be a
I didn't
Russian
mean to
spy.
give you the blank stare. I was
Yeah.
just like, I'd be like, yeah.
No,
I'll be like,
'cause
I can't be a Russian spy. I'm too cute.
I
Look
would
at
I would
me."
shotgun a Budweiser in their face and be like, tell me I'm not American right now. I dare you.
I'm as American as it fucking gets, man.
Yeah. And then take a bottle of Majorska Russian vodka, just smash it.
Yeah.
Slam it on the ground. Yeah.
I actually know what I would do. I would say I think you're a Russian spy.
I think you're a Russian spy.
No.
Oh, well, all right. Have a good day. Fuck.
Say to me,
Yeah.
I think you're a Russian spy.
no, I'm Ellen.
Oh, don't step on my head.
And
Please.
scene.
That was great.
Wow, that was
Wow.
great improv.
Good
Is that about
acting.
going on stage?
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull up another one.
Here, I can get one.
Oh, no, I got it. Okay. Hello, co-host and slightly more attractive co-host. You two can decide amongst yourself who is which.
Ooh.
Because of all of this funny girl controversy, I was wondering what your takes are on the conspiracy theory that Lea Michele is illiterate. I personally don't believe this theory, but I do think it is hilarious. Also, she is like a terrible person, so I don't feel bad for her about it. If you two aren't familiar with it, just look it up because I don't know a lot of the details. Like I said before, I just think it's really funny. That's it.
Yeah, I've heard I don't know the details, but I have heard she is illiterate. She can't read.
Yeah.
If in case anyone didn't know what illiterate meant.
I mean, she forgot to put the H at the end of Leah, so, maybe.
Like she named herself.
Yeah, exactly.
As a baby.
Hey,
she
the
wrote her
apple
own-
doesn't fall far from the tree as well.
Oh wait, actually no, I've heard about there's an interview where they're like, "Hey, what do you think about like people saying that you can't read?" And then she said something that was really like, "Oh, that is just so like out that like she doesn't like deny it though." Like
Yeah,
that's
she
the
doesn't
thing.
deny it.
She's like, people are so crazy or whatever. Like it's just,
Yeah, I remember.
that's what I heard.
People are so quirky.
Yeah.
People are quirked up. So basically, that rumor originated because on Glee, apparently she learned all of her lines phonetically, through listening to them.
Oh.
And no,
Can I just say, in my experience of learning lines, I like to do that, actually. I like to listen rather
Lucas
than
can't read.
Yeah.
Well, it's also it could be. I mean, maybe she's like dyslexic or something.
Exactly.
And like couldn't learn lines that way and needed someone to to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's
so
possible
maybe.
she's not my theory is that she's just not a great reader.
Yeah.
But yeah, during that interview where she was like, why would everyone say that? That's so crazy.
Yeah.
She doesn't deny it. She's like, I always came to Glee knowing my lines. It's like, yeah, that's because Jonathan Groff whispered them in your ear before you went on every single time.
Yeah.
Or at one point, she just said things that didn't categorically deny it.
Yeah.
Which I think
That's what
makes
I've
it
heard.
funnier.
I
Hey,
see.
you know, the reel I just posted, Alex Murdoch commented, "Wait, you should date Leah Michele."
I saw that. I was dying.
Yeah. Oh,
That was great.
Would be a
so
vibe.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was a great bit.
Give
It was an
vibe.
amazing bit.
Oh, no, thanks. Dude.
All right, do you want to read this last one?
Yes, I do.
It's a chunky one.
Ooh, chunk.
Ooh,
We love some chunk.
I have it pulled up if you want
I
me to
got you.
read
I got
it?
you.
Okay, okay.
You think I can't read a chunky little piece?
Hey, okay,
What
Leah.
do you- what is she, Leah Michele?
You guys think I can't read? Okay.
And you're like, wait, Lucas, take it.
Yeah.
Why don't we let the big boys take care of this one?
Historically, people can read are big boys.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't feel like people think my job is valid. think this will make sense with more context. I recently graduated from university with a Bachelor of Law with honors, and I'm thrilled. Like, genuinely thought I was going to fail out of uni for a minute there.
Okay.
This person's
Good for-
British.
Good for you.
Anyway, I
Disgusting.
work as
Not
a...
for being British. Good for you for
yeah,
finishing uni.
bad for you for being British.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about the
gross.
Queen.
All right, I'm sorry.
Why did you
Anyway.
kill the queen? Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about your mommy. You know what I mean? Sorry about your mom.
You good?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so...
Sorry. Sorry you don't get that that old teat to suck on no more. I'm so sorry.
Anybody could suck on the Queen's teeth.
That's the
If you
rule.
lived in England.
That's the rule. Am I
Yeah.
wrong?
She had to breastfeed every single one
I've been there.
in the country.
Why do you
Yeah.
think she died so young?
That's why she's not out in public. She's busy. She's busy.
Anyway. I work
Okay.
as a bouncer for the student union as one of the nightclub team leaders and another security company, and have an interview next week to work security at another local student union event too.
Okay.
I'm a wee busy bee. Drop your accent. So when people ask me what
like
I'm
we get
doing
it.
now,
You're British.
We're
Yeah.
British. You're British.
You're hamming it up a bit. Yeah.
Suck off the Queen. So when
Anyway.
people ask me what I'm doing now that I've graduated and I say being a bouncer, they always reply, I know, but what else? And then they go on to ask what I'm going to do with my degree. Do I not want to go into practice as it's good money? Why security when I can actually do something related to law? And they don't seem to get that this is what I'm doing. A few people have said how it's time I do something with my degree and go into law. Being a bouncer is really flexible hours, good pay, and a good social side too. Aside from the obvious hassle I get, I like my job and would rather people not give me their unsolicited career advice on how I should be living my life. Another part of this is probably because I'm a 22-year-old 5'5" without my work boots, a 134-pound woman who looks nothing like the traditional image people generally picture when they hear bouncer. It is a total boys' club compared to how many of us women work in the occupation. But there are many reasons why I've been employed that they don't take
got
into
combat
account.
experience. Scott. Is it
I think this
just getting hella fights at law school?
maybe she learned bouncing through law school.
I always wondered, like, what's the screening process or the application process to be a bouncer?
Yeah, I feel like most of the time,
Like, if
that,
I
that,
turned
like,
up
she's
saying I
it,
want to
yeah.
be a bouncer,
yeah, they'd be
like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
no.
obviously I'm getting denied, but I'm wondering, like, yeah,
Well,
like,
it's
do you need
definitely-
a certification? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm sure experience being like security guard or something helps. But also, yeah, every bouncer you see generally is like big, giant dudes. Which
Yeah.
is the
and I'm
what's
wondering if
she's
this is a
talking about.
bias, but in my mind, I thought that's probably necessary. I mean, obviously it's not. If she's doing
yeah,
her job,
clearly doing her job.
5'5",
yeah.
130 something pounds, like, but is able to do this. Obviously, it's great. But like,
Yeah,
It sounds like
She's
a great
probably-
job.
She's probably
Yeah.
scrappy as hell.
it sounds like she
Yeah.
enjoys it too, which is wonderful.
Well, also that, and that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, why these people are criticizing you? Like, who
yeah,
cares?
you need
like,
better
fuck 'em.
friends.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it could be like family, being like, well, why, and I get the side of it of like, you did spend this money, but it's like, whatever, you found something that you like to do. I have a business degree, and sure, I work a 9 to 5, but like, I do comedy because that's what I like. That's what I want to do. And so if you want to be a security guard, like, especially like now, she's 22,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah, then fucking be a security guard for a while you're young and can do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She then said, I didn't read this part
Oh,
of the
yeah,
submission
yeah.
because I forgot. I honestly forgot it existed. But there was another part where she said she had an instance of someone validating her that made her day.
Aw.
She
That's nice.
had a really shitty day where 2 middle-aged men told me to smile, and I was on my second 15-hour shift of 3.
Whoa.
This guy at the venue I was working at comes up to me and says, Don't take this offensive, more British speak, but you don't look like the typical bouncer. You're far more approachable, and more power to you for doing what you're doing."
There you go.
I did think about that because it is like far more approachable to have like a cool lady bouncer. I feel like
That is
Oh, yeah.
interesting. Yeah, that's fair.
it's like no offense to like gigantic male bouncers, but I'm sure sometimes you want to walk into the venue and some cool girl's like, "Yeah, join the party," you know.
Yeah. That's like a good
It's a good omen.
It's a good little switch up.
But do you think that a bouncer needs to be intimidating? Do you think that's a necessary quality?
I don't know. I guess not. I think they have to, be able to like have some sort of skill in order to be able to like break up a fight or something.
Yeah.
Also, she is doing it at like the student union, so it's generally kids too.
Oh,
like
that's true,
younger
yeah.
kids. So that probably helps.
Yeah,
where
she's
it's
not in
like,
the big leagues.
Well,
yeah.
no, it's where it's just not like
Right.
drunk asshole old men having pub brawls.
Yeah.
Right.
you know.
Right.
But I think being scary. No, I love when a bouncer's like approachable.
Oh yeah.
That's so nice.
I mean,
Like,
I love
when-
it when anyone's approachable.
Well, that's
Yeah.
of course. But like, it's like they don't have to be like, because I've had bouncers who are just like hostile. You
Yeah.
know, when you walk up, they're like ID, and you're like, all right,
oh
relax.
yeah. That
I
annoys
just
me.
got here, man, and I already want to leave.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
you know.
I remember I once got nervous like pulling out my ID, and like because he wasn't really paying attention. Like he was like talking to other people and then came back to me, and so I handed out my ID, and then he like wasn't looking at me, and so I like pulled it back, and then he looked back. He was like, "Why'd you pull it back? What's going on, man?" I was like,
Oh my god.
"Dude, why are you adding steps?
Yeah,
in? Just like fucking take,
just look at
let's
it.
get this over
Yeah.
with." He was like, "Okay, I will take with it." And everything. I was like, it was so unnecessary. It was so
I feel
unnecessary.
like there's some dudes too who could get power trippy with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I was on like a work trip years ago in like St. Louis, and it was all like coworkers. We're all dressed in like business casual.
Yeah.
And the one dude who's like 30 something looks it too, like doesn't look young, and he like pulls out his ID. The guy's like scanning everyone's IDs and like doing this whole like light thing, and he's like, "It's expired. You can't come in." We're like, "What, dude? It's expired." Fine, like he's still that
I
old.
had
Like
that.
it's not.
I had that happen,
So
actually.
annoying.
Really? Yeah,
I,
it
a
could've been
friend
expired
a
ID.
friend of mine was in town back in like March, I think, and we went out for drinks, and we went to this bar, and my ID had like just expired. But it was also because of the pandemic, like offices weren't open, so I actually wasn't able to get a new ID.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
'cause
remember that.
yeah, trying to get an appointment, you'd have to wait like
Exactly.
3 months.
You
Oh
get-
god,
yeah.
and they were like even meaner during COVID
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
usual at the DMV.
And I
Yeah.
was so. Do you know what? It was Pine Box.
Pine Box.
It was Pine Box. It wasn't someone I recognized.
right.
So it was not someone who's been there at like times that we've all been there. It was
Right.
someone else. And I tried because I've been there a lot. I was like, oh, cool. This is a place I know and like. And I went there and he wouldn't let me sit down. And so we went around the corner to like the other place where it was like your birthday, I think.
Syndicated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that place is
syndicated.
great.
And like
The
no
thing about
one.
having the Anne Hathaway like ending party
Yeah.
there.
That you should.
That
yeah.
would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. It's perfect,
Yeah.
and it's a good place you can all just like hang.
It's a
That's
big
why I
place
picked
too.
it.
Yeah, it's a great place. But yeah, we went there. Neither of us got card, and we were able to like hang out there for a little bit. But
Nice.
yeah, it was. Yeah, that was annoying.
Yeah.
I think also with bouncers, like a big part of it is determining like who has fake IDs, and
Yeah.
I there's no universe in which women would not be better at that.
That's true.
I feel like
can
guys
see
don't
that.
even notice like if you got a haircut, like they don't notice. Like
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
like
true.
noticing the difference.
That's
this
good.
girl,
They, like,
who
wouldn't know.
yeah, you could like there's certain guys you could use a construction paper ID. They'd be like, "Ooh, okay."
Yeah.
But there's no way this woman has not like caught a 16-year-old kid trying to get into a bar.
Yeah.
Something tricky that sometimes like really good bouncers do to like, you know, parse out like when someone's really young and has a fake ID, they'll be like, "What's your star sign?" Because they'll memorize their birthday on the
They'll
fake
memorize
ID. But they won't always memorize the
Though-
star sign.
Well, that's and that
And women know star signs.
Women know astrology.
Yeah, I
Women be
remember-
astrologizing.
I remember when I was 21, I went to this bar near my college that, well, first of all, I want to tell 2 stories about the same bar. It's called Just Jake's.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I went with a few of my friends. My one friend was turning 21, so that's why we all went. We had 2 of our friends. One of our friends wasn't 21, so he had a fake from Rhode Island.
Okay.
This fucking idiot, my friend, that we go up, we all give our IDs, and then they look at his and they go, "So what's the capital of Rhode Island?" And then my friend, moron, just goes, just like looks down and is like thinking so hard, and I was like, "You fucking
Oh my
moron."
god.
So he went in the car
no.
and slept while we all drank.
No.
Oh, poor thing.
Because he did not get in. And then there was one bouncer at this same bar where it was the same thing. And like in college, I was with a friend and like his girlfriend, and they were like, we were like juniors, they were like sophomores, so they were like 20 or like something. And they had fakes from like Connecticut, which is like in the Northeast is like the big fake.
Yeah, that's
ID
the big
for
fake
some
ID.
reason.
I had
Yeah,
a fake
yeah.
from Connecticut
Yes. And they handed it to him, and he just goes, laughs in their face. And I've seen him do that multiple times. The same
that's
bouncer. I forget his
hilarious.
name, but he was so funny.
That's good.
so good.
There used to be a bar in New York that would like, they would ID kids, but it was very like, yeah, you could give them it was all for the cameras. So it was like all for show.
Right. So they had to like,
I remember one time I had a guy be like, just pretend to hand me something.
wow.
It was like
Whoa.
crazy.
Oh my
Because
God.
it's like, you know, you want like, it's hard out here in New York. Like
Yeah.
every restaurant is like, how the fuck does this place stay open?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Jake Gyllenhaal on a TV show once said that he had a fake, and his name was Jose Cerveza. Which, for those who don't know, is Jose Beer.
John
That's so
Beer.
funny.
Yeah.
John Beer.
Joe Beer, yeah.
Joe Beer and Super Ellen.
And that's what
Couple of the
Joe
century.
Beer and soup.
Joe
Yeah.
Beer.
Well, speaking
Well-
of Super Ellen,
We
we're coming to the end,
Yes.
and we're here to talk about you.
We're coming
Yes.
to the end.
have a thing called Self-Perception Corner, where we ask our guests to describe the ways in which they believe they are perceived by other people,
Oh.
and then we say how we actually perceive you.
Oh, I love this. Oh, this is gonna. I can't. I got therapy on Monday. This is gonna be great.
Good timing. We scheduled it that way.
Oh man, I don't know. It's so hard because my image of myself has changed a lot.
Okay.
You know, went through a breakup a few months ago, and a lot of my life has changed. But I feel like people see me as like a friendly guy, who I think like I might come off as like. Not sorry. I got
What?
distracted by one of your posters, the really funny one,
Oh,
the ladybird one.
oh, nice.
Sorry, I got
Lord
distracted.
Bib.
Yeah.
But I feel so like I'm a friendly guy, but I feel like I also might come off as like maybe a little distant because I just like take a while to warm up to people. Like when I meet them, it takes me a few times to be like, okay, I can like be a little bit more of myself. And like there's only very few people that I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm me around this person. You know, like so maybe I come off as like a little, I don't know, standoffish at times, and maybe I think sometimes I come off like a little douchey, maybe. But that's I don't know. But that's how I think. Now, what do you guys
Big
think?
old D bag.
Yeah.
Big old
that's-
jerk.
I wish you stopped at D.
Big old D.
Big old
I saw Kevin. I thought he is back in a little hunker down there.
hunker.
Hunker.
This is how you can tell. I
Hunker
haven't
down.
Seen a dick in like 7 years.
Hunker down. everybody.
Because you're going to be in the trenches for a while with this
With
one.
this
huh?
guy. With this guy.
Trenches.
In the trenches.
That's what I call having sex. Being in the trenches.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Kevin.
what I call it.
I'll start. I don't know that I got the sense you were distant. I did feel like when I first met you, you were like really focused on your work. Like I felt like you were like, that was the first thing I noticed about you. Like you were really working those jokes, like trying. I see you still like constantly trying to like tweak everything.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's-
maybe you're a perfectionist.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I don't know that I truly got to know you until the breakup when you were like hanging out more.
That's like I've gotten a lot closer with a lot of people because I think a lot of I don't know, just when you're in a relationship, you know, so much of your life is in that person, and
Yeah.
then you're in that person's life, and then you know there's only,
Yeah.
and I think that's why one of
You were
the
together
really
for a while as well.
yeah 3 years, and we got together like right when I was starting comedy, so probably right around, so it was like the relationship and comedy were coming up together almost.
Wow,
And,
wow.
Yeah, so it was long, but yeah, I've definitely gotten a lot closer with a lot of people, which has really been nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's a nice bit, and I've liked getting close. I feel like when I see you, I like see someone I know I'll be happy around. I know I want to talk to. I know will like make me feel better about whatever's going on.
Oh.
You're like old reliable.
whoa.
I see Kevin in the mic. I'm like, I'm going to go talk to Kevin.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
Like
yeah.
whoever's around, I'm like, I still want to talk to Kevin.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I love that.
Oh yeah, no, you're a very reliable person. You're someone who like when I first started seeing you, I wasn't necessarily afraid to talk to you, but I thought, oh no, he looks very focused in what he's doing. I was like, I don't want to disturb him.
Oh,
That was the
okay.
thing that I thought. But then like I started speaking to you more and more, I was like, oh no, this is much easier than I was maybe
Oh, I can disturb
assuming.
him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Than I was
okay.
maybe assuming it would be. And then I heard that you were like a massive fan of Lord of the Rings. I was like, oh, I have so much in common with this
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All it
Hell
takes for
yeah.
dudes. Dudes rock.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, men are great.
Yeah. And that's fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts,
if
bro.
we want to learn anything about this podcast, men have been getting a lot of flack lately, and
Yeah.
I think that we need to push the narrative that men are great, dude. No, but that's amazing. You guys are
Yeah.
you guys are
No,
the
you're
best.
no, you're someone who I've gotten to know. I'm like, oh, I feel like I understand this person a lot better, and you're a very relaxing and an encouraging presence to be around
awesome.
as well.
That's so fucking
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So
Can
please,
I
would you plug and promote anything that you have going on or any shows you have upcoming?
Well, so you mentioned I produce a show in Williamsburg. If there's any people in Williamsburg, we have our 1-year anniversary show coming up for Friend Island. It's at Fiction Bar Cafe. It's on October 8th at 7 p.m. It is also a birthday sandwich. So October 8th is the show. October 7th, my birthday. October 9th,
put
my
that in the
co-host
calendar.
Alex Murdoch's birthday.
Whoa.
So it's going to be a 1-year anniversary show where we bring back all the people who won like the Best Friend Award. And they're all going to be on it. And it's going to
you're
be,
gonna do
and
an
then it's going to be a
all-stars show.
party after.
Oh,
so
that's
it's going to we
amazing.
have the venue for the whole night. So
That's
it's going to
awesome.
be it's going to be awesome.
You plug. I'm putting Kevin's birthday in the calendar.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I have a couple shows up.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, and just follow me on Instagram too. I'm
Yeah.
posting more reels now.
Nice.
So
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
post those reels.
daddy with the content, you know what I mean?
That's what they call you, content
Okay.
daddy.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Wednesday, September 28th, I am going up at Caveat. A Tone Bitch is the name of the show. And then October 4th, I'm in Sunny's Stand-Up Showcase Spectacular. You can find all the info on my website, lukastrnald.com/live.
Nice.
I just put Alex's birthday in the calendar. Phew. I've just been putting birthdays in the calendar.
Look at you go.
You gotta bet. That's what I'm plugging. If
It's-
you have a
it's-
birthday,
That was a good thing about Facebook, and it's
I
something that's
I still get birthday
Oh, I
info
still
from
get the
Facebook.
birthdays.
Today, yeah, hit up Adam Matrani.
Oh,
his
is it?
oh
birthday.
yeah, it's Adam's birthday. That's in my calendar.
Hit him up. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's what I have to plug. I do have shows coming up. Follow me on Instagram. If you are this far into the episode, you probably followed me on Instagram already.
Yeah.
But
They didn't? Hilarious.
Yeah.
big thing to plug is if you've got a birthday that I need to know about, DM me. I'll put it in my calendar.
Opening yourself up to just dates in your
Dates.
DMs.
If you follow me and you want to tell me your birthday, don't. I do not need this in my
Don't
inbox.
tell him.
Yeah,
It'll trigger
yeah.
him.
But good for you. Lastly, all I want to say is thank you so much for coming
Thank
on.
Thank you for
Kevin,
having
this
me. You
was
guys
so much
amazing.
This was
fun.
very fun. You guys are the best.
This
You're the
was.
best.
Oh yeah. Is anything else you want to add before we sign off?
Don't stomp on anyone's head. That's Alan's job.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
been two Nosy Meerkats. See you never again.
Bye.
Toodle.